Gang! Alors, on va juste ajuster ça. On va juste ça. Là. Yes. Et ça, ça. Tiens. Yes. OK. Parfait. On va continuer où on en était. Ce magnifique Majora's Mask, mais pas d'épée. Ok, alors la dernière fois, ça,
What an extraordinary lamp.
yes, c'est ma super lampe. Connard!
Shiny.
Greetings and salutations.
Salut. Autre connard qui m'a trahi.
Salve.
Il est pas là? Il est parti?
What have you baked for us today, my talented young friend?
Same thing I've made every day for the last 5 months, Georgius. Bread.
Ah, but it's the way you make it which makes it so magnificent.
Ok. Alors, la dernière fois, on a des objectifs. Le conducteur, la règle d'or. Point de départ. Allaitement d'agonie. J'ai voyagé des 1000.
Just follow the recipe. It's dead simple.
And yet,
Huh?
humanity elevated to an art form somehow.
You old flatterer.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called Silphium, but that Culus cumulatus decius won't give it to me.
J'aimerais pouvoir vous aider, vraiment.
It's too late. She just slipped away.
Que s'est-il
She
passé?
was poisoned. She came in here frothing at the mouth. Normally, I'd treat her with resin of Silphium, a rare plant which is perfect for this sort of thing. And I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there, but he just looks at me with this evil smile and says, "That'll be 1,000 denarii." There was no way I could afford that, and he knew it. Then that toad shrugs and says, "Supply and demand. I guess you don't value your friend's life that highly." Anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it from his stall. But there's no way I can do that down here with the golden rule. So all I could do is come back here and just watch her die. I kept on apologizing. And now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it
Beautiful.
without breaking the golden
A
rule,
dit.
or why she cursed that snake's cruel black eyes with her dying breath.
Elle dit quoi? Ben bonjour. Je peux pas lire ce que vous dites, mais bonjour. Je vais faire quelque chose pour vous
Well,
aider.
unless you have the power to bring someone back from the dead, there's really just one thing you can do. Get me that Silphium resin. I'm going to have another patient in here soon. Could be in the next day or in the next hour. And I will not allow this to happen again. I don't care how you get it, but you have to make it happen. Because if I lose another patient this way, I swear to the gods below, not even the golden rule will stop me from marching up to that Genetricum Fututo and scratching his eyes out.
My God. Immédiatement, je vais voir ce que je peux faire.
Well, come back if you get sick or injured. Day or night, I'll do what I can.
Oh. Ok. Une statue en pierre imposante représentant Apollon, le dieu romain et grec des maladies et de la guérison entre. Un ensemble d'outils médicaux à l'allure barbare, dont des pinces et des cisailles. Une étagère en bois comportant diverses substances séchées et moulues. Le mortier et le pilon n'ont pas beaucoup changé au cours des 2 derniers millénaires. Ouais. Donc,
May Apollo keep you safe.
alors ça nous donne, c'est maintenant notre quête active. J'imagine que le truc, ça va être de prendre le truc, puis le ramener dans le passé. Ça va faire dans un loop. Là.
Hilarious.
The 49
Gracious.
Beladies fetch
Looking a bit
again.
troubled there.
Incessant
Still no
labour.
sign of Santilla.
The water
And
we
I haven't
have
slept
lost.
right in 3 weeks.
Don't be too hard on yourself.
Handsome.
From what I hear, nobody saw it coming. Anyway, I thought you Stoics weren't supposed to worry about things you can't control.
Yeah, but
Un énorme flux de boîtes
I
en
keep
bois
thinking,
avec des
what
porte-gobelets
if there
intégrés.
is something I can do?
Whatever's in that
What if
great
she's
temple
out
up
there
there on the
somewhere
bluff,
suffering,
I
waiting
bet
to be
it's worth
found?
a fortune.
Sounds like you're torturing yourself.
Oh,
Leave that for the gods.
hello there, partner.
Try to relax. Get some rest.
I'm glad you're here.
Tomorrow's a
I
new
think
day.
there might have been some confusion about my little
Suppose
practical
you're right.
joke earlier. You see, my plan was to give you a little fright. You know, like 2 friends joking around at the Saturnalia, and then, surprise, I'd open the door. But when I opened it, you were gone.
Ah ben ouais, hein?
Partner, I swear, this is just a misunderstanding. Look, why don't you keep our bow as compensation?
Vous voulez dire mon arc? Oh, pas de doute, je le garde.
Fine. It's a credit to you that you're able to see the humour in all of this. Now, can I help you with something?
Bon, j'aurais besoin d'une résine de slipilipine.
Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000 denarii.
Oh, tabarnak, tu vas me la donner. Voulez-vous que je vous faire flamber le prix de rebelles vitaux? Mais c'est quoi votre problème?
Oh, it's perfectly legal. Simply a question of supply and demand, I'm afraid. Take it or leave it.
Avez-vous entendu
Hear
ça?
what?
Oubliez.
You sure you're feeling all right? If you're hearing things, perhaps you should pay a visit to Lucretia's clinic. We don't want another Navia on our hands.
Qu'est-il arrivé à
She
Nadia?
claimed the statues were whispering to her. Nobody else could hear it. Then she shut herself in the palace and we never heard from her again. But I digress. Do you want this silphium or not? Oh, you have it. I'm impressed. Pleasure doing business. Can I help you with anything else?
Ah, je pourrais le faire enculer. C'est votre histoire.
You mean, how did I end up here? That is a lengthy tale.
Je vous écoute.
All right. Well, you see, I'm in the business of procuring rare and precious objects liberated from the enemies of Rome. Mostly sculptures, vases, the occasional slave, fetch a magnificent price in Roman high society. Had myself a nice little shop in Rome just off the Forum. Lots of foot traffic and close to the docks. Good place to be when the fires broke out. See, about 7 months ago, half of Rome caught on fire. Everyone who couldn't get to an outer gate was running for the river, open to escape by barge. So I gathered my coins and some priceless vases into a cart and had my most loyal slave girl, pretty young thing named Acantha, push it for me. All the way down to the river, I'm elbowing for a stampede of people, turning back now and then to make sure she hasn't legged it with my valuables. But, to my surprise, we make it. And I see this barge loading up, and it's so full it's almost sinking. But the captain's happy to take my coin. So I start boarding, and then he puts his hand on my chest and he says, "No, too heavy. The cart or the girl." So I did what anyone would have done.
Vous avez choisi la fille, n'est-ce pas?
The girl? Weren't you listening? All my valuables or the girl? I mean, I can always buy a new slave girl if I still have my money. So I put my hand on the cart, and I guess she realised what was happening because those pretty black eyes of hers go all wide. And in one swift motion, she topples the whole bloody thing into the Tiber.
Vous l'avez emmené avec vous, finalement.
No, I dived in after it, of course. Aren't you paying attention? That was a bloody fortune. Only, I guess I must have hit my head or something, because everything went black. When I came to, I'd washed up on the riverbank, not far from here, with nothing in the world but a single silver coin.
On dirait que vous avez eu ce que vous
I
méritez.
couldn't agree more. I mean, sure, I'd lost a few thousand denarii, but I've already made it back, and this place is a veritable treasure trove. Look around you. There must be more gold in here than in the treasury of Rome. If I can just figure out how to get it out of here.
Laissez-vous un moyen de sortir
I'm
d'ici.
afraid not. If you're desperate, I did hear that Aurelia down at the tavern claims to know of a way out, but I'm not sure I trust her. Some people here are a little shady for my liking.
Vraiment, je n'avais pas remarqué.
Oh yeah, gotta watch out. Old Dacius has got your back though.
Pensez-vous de la règle d'or?
It's terrible for inflation is what it is. There's so much gold just lying around, it's practically worthless. At least down here.
Pour qui allez-vous voter?
Malleolus. I mean, Sentius couldn't even keep his daughter safe. What hope does he have of protecting us?
J'aimerais que vous votiez pour Cintius.
Not going to happen.
Ok.
Very well. Another time.
Bon.
You, Sisyphus, attack or pursue the stone
Cornelius?
that always
Gracious?
returns.
Looking a bit troubled there.
Still no sign of Centilla.
Handsome.
And I haven't slept right in 3 weeks.
Don't be too hard on yourself. From what I hear, nobody
Whatever's
saw
in
it
that
coming.
great temple up
Anyway,
there on the
I
bluff.
thought you Stoics
I
weren't
bet
supposed to
it's
worry about things you can't control.
La 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 la. Oh, il me ramène. Ah.
Leave that for the gods.
Je vais essayer de vous
Just
aider.
relax. Get some rest. Tomorrow's a new day.
I suppose you're right.
Entièrement de vous. Un tour de
Whatever's in
dés.
that great temple up there on the bluff. I bet it's worth a fortune.
Ixion turns.
Fortune
All
smile on you,
weapons are to
brother.
be tossed into the chasm. Magistrates
Vote
ordered.
for Malleolus for a free drink at my tavern.
Ok. L'affaire, c'est que je sais pas non plus s'il y a un cycle de jour-nuit. Est-ce que je peux prendre mon temps pour faire les quêtes ou... Complètement d'agonie. Envoyez... Essayez de convaincre Decius de vous donner la résine de sulfure. Mais on a la résine. L'avons. Donc on va attendre d'aller la donner à machin après le prochain loop. Ok. Convaincre Galerius de se présenter à l'élection. On peut essayer ça. on va essayer de l'autre. Laisser couler. Découvrir comment accéder à la citerne supérieure. Ah. Citerne supérieure.
Isn't the great temple majestic?
So majestic. Une fontaine remplie d'eau fraîche, fraîche pendant le aqueduc, et derrière elle. Les aqueducs permettent à l'eau d'entrer dans la cité. Il pourrait également être un moyen d'en sortir. Regarde, ça fait des décors un peu mystiques. Trouver un moyen créatif d'entrer dans cette citerne supérieure. Un moyen créatif. Ouais, tiens. Ok. On prend du temps. Verrouiller. Sauter. Really? J'ai comme un doute. It's up to me!
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Magistrate. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I'm delighted and deeply honored to elect you. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. Under my leadership, you will finally enjoy the freedom you deserve.
Je viens à ce... Soyez maudits. Le temps que vous lisez ceci, je serai déjà morte, car je préfère mourir plutôt que de vous servir un jour de plus. Puisse le compteur, le vautour picorer votre foi, le tartare, dans le tartare de l'éternel. My God. Ça ressemble à une bouteille de sirop, un poison mortel qui semble moisi, comme dans My God. Il n'était pas très aimé. Cuisiner avec une si mauvaise ventilation est sans doute désagréable, mais Romain. Ok. J'ai vu. Pot d'encre. Un pot d'encre en céramique, l'encre semble faite à partir de suie et d'eau. Pas joyeux. Ok.
Did you just leap into my villa from the balcony 100 feet above?
Non. Pas du tout. Je vois pas pourquoi vous dites ça, monsieur. Ok, fait que là... Le vote va avoir lieu. Ok, fait que ça veut dire qu'il y a un timer. On va dire à la fin du jour, accorde le vote. Ça veut dire que j'ai un certain temps pour faire les choses et les NPC bougent. Donc là, moi, on aurait été supposé probablement discuter du fait que j'ai tombé dans cette vie-là. Mais vu que je suis arrivé en même temps que le vote était calé, ça a interrompu. Oh, actually, I'm gonna go away.
I love your clothes. So exotic. Back again. All right.
C'est Pierre. A dit. Salut.
Allô? Comment vas-tu? Pierre.
C'est Pierre. A dit. Ça va?
Ouais, ça va, on essaye de...
C'est Pierre.
Résoudre...
A dit. Je vais bien.
De résoudre une enquête, ma foi, fort tortueuse, avec des loupes dans le temps qui finissent plus. Et on va attendre que la nouvelle loupe soit déclenchée. On va attendre que les gens fassent le vote et fassent l'espèce de putsch qui va déclencher le bris de la règle d'or. Quand même cool parce qu'on a réussi à faire une super quest à l'enfant avec l'arc d'or, c'est vraiment cool. Et là, on a le médicament qui va sans doute nous permettre de soigner la madame à l'infirmerie qui vient de décéder. En faisant le loop, on va être capable d'y sauver la vie. d'autres choses à me dire.
Just as the ocean, but it. The new.
Parle avec leur langue. Ça, c'est bien long. Ça se fait-tu du shale là pour que ça se fasse? C'est de la folie. Ok, c'est en train de se passer. C'est dommage qu'on n'ait pas une montre qui permette de savoir l'heure interne du jeu. Ça pourrait nous permettre de planifier nos mouvements. Il y a de quoi au sommet de la butte de roche? Vous, le magistrat, a parlé. Prendre plaisir de vous tuer, vieillard.
The many shall suffer
Voilà.
for the sins of the one.
Oh no! Not the loop again! Oh no! Wait. Il est où le... Ah, il est là. Oui. Yeah, merci! C'est la porte des étoiles, c'est la porte des étoiles. Ok.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who...
Ouais, on t'a déjà vu, je m'appelle JP. Et j'ai des tâches urgentes à vous confier.
Si Pierre
Sounds serious.
a
I'm
dit,
listening.
pousse-le.
Il faut que vous empêchiez Fabia d'entrer dans le sanctuaire vide. Et que vous disiez à la nouvelle personne qu'elle arrivera et qu'elle trouvera ce qu'elle cherche dedans. Ah.
All right, let me see. Stop Fabia going in, but send the new arrival to the empty shrine. Understood.
C'est ça, foncez. Il n'y a plus qu'une minute
I'll
à
go,
perdre.
but once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
Non, j'ai pas besoin. Il va aller empêcher la madame de se faire tuer par l'assassin.
Ixion.
L'assassin, il va aller dans le temple, puis c'est le temps qu'il va s'écrouler sur sa gueule. Quake, mais pas de gun. Salut!
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called
Pierre
Sylphium, but
a
that
dit,
Kulas Kubolates
je reste en
won't
l'heure.
give it to me.
Yeah, bon lurk. J'ai de la résine de sulfurfume. Testez-le, prenez-en un peu.
What? Quick, give it here. Yulia, you need to swallow this. Here, let me help you. Hopefully, in a moment, she should be able to breathe normally. That was extraordinary. How did you know she needed this exact thing? And at this exact moment? Are you some kind of oracle?
Je voyage dans le temps. Maintenant, vous ne me croirez pas si je vous le dis. J'ai entendu dire qu'il était tombé malade plus tôt. J'ai donc cherché un remède. C'est techniquement pas faux. Même si c'est un mensonge. Je me crois pas.
Ah, look. If you don't want to tell me, I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. But no matter. That was like the gods hearing my prayers and intervening. You just saved a person's life, and you should be proud of yourself. She might even be able to thank
Ah.
herself.
En notre temps, c'est
Maybe
crevé
she
sur
can
la
tell
gueule de
us
l'autre.
who poisoned her and who she meant when she was muttering about that snake's cruel black eyes. In the meantime, I'm happy to help you with whatever it is you need.
Quelle est votre histoire?
I'm Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. This is Nevia's clinic. I've just been filling in ever since she disappeared. I'm tired and out of my depth and miserable all the time. But I'd rather take this on myself than let one of you lot mess it up.
Comment avez-vous atterri ici?
My husband and I moved to Rome from Caesarea. He embraced the Roman way more than I would have liked and turned into an awful philanderer. I would have divorced him and demanded the return of my dowry, but I knew he would sooner have me killed than give me my right. So I waited for the right time to take what was mine and disappear. And then the fires came. As he prepared to evacuate our villa, I gathered our most precious belongings, coins and gemstones, and the moment his back was turned, I ran. I could barely see for the smoke, and the streets were full of people trampling each other. I ran for the river, like everyone else, and leapt in. The next thing I remember, I was waking up on a riverbank, not far from here.
Cela me désole de l'entendre.
It's all right. Say what you will about this place. At least my fornicating husband will never find me. And while there's no shortage of snakes here, at least with the golden rule, they have to try to be discreet about it.
Pourquoi travaillez-vous dans un sanctuaire?
Oh, this shrine was in use as a clinic long before any of us arrived here. Kind of strange to set up a clinic in the temple of the god of disease. But the god who inflicts a curse is also the only god who can undo it. So I suppose praying to Apollo for healing kind of makes sense.
Dites-moi davantage sur Nadia.
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician, but she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good too, until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. This changes everything, she kept saying. But I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues, like she could talk to them. And then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead or up to something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know about it.
C'est la dame qui essaie de
But I
ramener les
really
statues.
wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem, a real thorn in the paw situation. One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed and he's in constant pain. I really shouldn't say. He wouldn't like it. And he's a little bit scary. He's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off, and I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out. And you know what that means. I just know Nevia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace.
J'ai la clé de son ancien coffre, je pourrais peut-être y trouver ce qu'il faut.
Really? That would be wonderful. Thank you. Let me know how you go.
Ok, Oh non, il marque l'objectif. Merde.
May Apollo keep you safe.
Note de recherche de Naïva. Note du remède. Rebelle, latine. Écorce de soul.
A golden bow. Just like feeling all right?
J'ai trouvé un remède contre les journées.
Oh, I see. Well, what's the treatment?
Écorce de soul.
Willowback. I should have known. It was under my nose the whole time. That's very helpful. Thank you. If this works, it should settle Rufius down some. I have some right here. Could you do me a favor and give him some of this? He'll just need to swallow a pinch of it. I'm hoping it will avert disaster.
D'accord.
Thank you. I'm really glad you arrived when you did. I wish. Some people here need proper medical care, not the half-baked, hanging by a thread excuse for treatment I'm giving them. Just don't get sick or injured here. I'll do my best to treat you, but I'm out of my depth and dangerously short on everything you can imagine. A city without sin might sound good on paper, but whoever dreamt it up didn't think it through. Maybe it was an attempt to create some kind of utopia. But snakes like Decius will always find loopholes to exploit. And what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing. In some ways, we are worse off because we can't take the law into our own hands.
Je n'arrête pas d'entendre les statues.
Oh
Normal?
no. Sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but no, that is definitely not normal. There was one other person who claimed she could hear the statues talking to her. But that was Nevia, and she went a little mad.
A little cuckoo banana.
Anything about what?
Pouvez-vous parler de lui?
Sure. What do you want to know?
Pouvez-vous ce qu'elle a
Do you really want to know? I mean, if somebody poisoned her, then surely they would have broken the golden rule, and so maybe it's best we don't discuss it. Gladly. That's a shame. Thanks again for saving Yulia's life. Apollo smiles upon you.
Yeah, Apollo, il me sourit.
Name's Rufius. Better watch your step.
Au sujet de vos
What
remèdes.
business is that of yours?
Découvert un remède. Mangez un morceau de cette écorce de saule. Vous devriez vous sentir mieux en rien de temps.
Willowbark. And this will work? Oh, thank God. Finally, some relief. This is what I've been praying for. Maybe God hasn't abandoned me after all. Thank you. I've been in a lot of pain lately. The rheumatism, these cursed statues always watching, and the crisis of faith. It was too much. Started messing with my head. This is exactly what I needed to set it straight again. I owe you one.
Quelle est votre histoire?
Can't talk long. Got to stay sharp, but family's from Seleucia on Tigris, Babylon province. But I've been roaming a long time now. Even joined the legions. The 6th. The one they call Ironclads.
What are
Not sure. I was fighting with the 6th against Parthians in the east. Only my whole body was aching every time I took a swing of my gladius. It was the rheumatism. Relentless. Unending. Of course, I wasn't going to get any sympathy from my commander. So I started thinking, what if, in the next battle, I just didn't try as hard, you know? What if I Let my guard
Pixelrida
down just long
a dit
enough. Next
coucou.
battle came.
Allô? Comment
And all I
vas-tu?
remember is this bloody great savage coming toward me. And I just loosened my grip, and then nothing. I woke up by the river. Some strange man in an eagle headdress had fished me out. Kamut Tabal, I think he called himself. Then I found this place, and that's it.
Merci d'avoir partagé votre histoire. C'est étrange, la plupart des autres se trouvaient à Rome avant de se réveiller dans la forêt. Mais vous dites que vous êtes trouvé en Orient?
Are you calling me a liar? I just
Mais
opened
non!
up to you and you're doubting me to my
Mais-
face?
Mais non!
I won't make that mistake again.
Mais bordel!
I have nothing to say to you, Kaput.
J'ai de sauver tes rhumatismes, sti! My God!
Are they?
Avait. Ok, Oui, alors on va essayer de faire.
Pixelrida a dit susceptible le Rufius.
Bah ouais, hein? Il y a un paradoxe temporel. D'après Sentius, je me ferais catapulter vers ma propre époque si je parviens à créer un paradoxe temporel. Un paradoxe temporel encore? Ok, non. Je comprends. Ok. Essayez de convaincre Darinon. On va faire ça tout de suite. Ça va être de longue haleine celui-là. Trouver un moyen de faire élire Galarion. Merde, Me convaincre de la... Ah! Vous donnez la résine de... Ah, mais ça, on l'a déjà fait. On a la résine. On y a acheté. Peux-tu nous en donner plus?
How'd you do? Hello there, friend.
Ouais, on ta gueule. Je t'ai pris dans un sanctuaire de Diane et j'ai découvert que vous avez voulu m'y enfermer avec des frelons. J'ai réussi à m'enfuir et traverser à une rosse dans un palais, j'ai mentionné le temps. Qu'est-ce qu'il dit? En plus, je veux dire que je trouve votre arc splendide.
Pixelrida a dit hostie de Decius à marde.
Ben ouais, hein? Mais non, ça va venir dans un... Si j'explique tout le truc, il comprendra pas. Là. Il est trop débile.
Well, I'll take your word for it. But perhaps you'd be interested in selling it to me. I
No.
mean, it's not as if you have any use for it down here.
N'est pas à vendre.
Oh well, let me know if you change your mind. For now, can I help you with something?
L'histoire, sans d'histoire dedans.
Very well. Another.
Shiny.
Ok. D'abord, ça c'est. Ok, découvrir le comment accéder à la citerne supérieure, d'accord. It's all up to me. Ah, quoi qu'on peut aller revoir la dame. Là, j'ai guéri le Rufus de ses
May Apollo
rhumatismes.
keep you safe. Feeling all right?
Yes? Ok, non, il y avait rien d'autre.
That's a
Oh, ok. J'ai aucune idée si le bunny hopping de Quake marche, mais je vais le faire quand même juste parce que le gars il fait. Oh!
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far?
Je vais bien, merci.
Ah, another stoic, perhaps. We all need something to help us through times like these. We've all been where you are now. I remember when I first arrived. I used to lay awake at night contemplating the big questions. Why am I here? Is there a way out? What is the Golden Rule, and who or what is responsible for it? I still don't have any of the answers, I'm afraid. I don't think anybody does. But I'm happy to share with you what I've learned. Here, in this place, the magistrate has me earning my keep by cleaning and pruning the gardens. It's not quite how I expected my life to go. I used to live in a lovely villa on the banks of the Tiber. I was even betrothed to a handsome young man from a prominent family. But long hours of menial labor for the good of the community has its own charms too, I suppose. Oh, much the same way as many of the others. When the fires came to Rome 7 months ago, my family and I fled for the Tiber, hoping to escape on a barge. We were among the fortunate ones with enough coins for passage, but unfortunately, there were a lot of desperate people, and they boarded before we could depart. A scuffle broke out, and I was pushed overboard. The last thing I remember was the water, rising up to hit my cheekbone. I woke up by the river, near that shrine, and stumbled across this place. Oh, that's all right. I'm sure it's all part of God's plan for me.
De Dieu, vous voulez dire des dieux?
Oh yes, of course. A slip of the tongue.
Oh! Il y a rien d'une place où c'était monothéiste.
If you like.
Laissez-vous un moyen de sortir de...
I'm afraid not. Although, I did once hear someone gossiping down at Aurelia's tavern about a possible way out. I don't put a lot of stock in such rumors, but if you're desperate and wealthy, you could look into it, I suppose. If that doesn't work, then I suppose we're all stuck here until the gods decide our fate. I hope it works out.
Pensez-vous de la règle d'or?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. I think about those words a lot. I'd like to think that if we all love our neighbours as ourselves and do to them as we'd have them do to us, then we'll all be fine. But on the other hand, I was always taught the intent of man's heart is evil from his youth, and that all of us are born with a tendency towards sin. And that's where I get stuck. Is it true? Are we born with a tendency towards sin?
Ah, c'est une chrétienne. Je pense pas que les gens sont foncièrement bons. Enfin, je pense que les gens sont foncièrement bons.
You don't think that's a little naive? I suppose you've never seen what I've seen. Innocent men and women, torn apart in arenas while thousands of Romans look on and cheer.
C'est vrai, vous avez peut-être raison. Je ne regrette pas mes propos.
I wish I shared your faith.
Vous voulez dire que vous êtes chrétienne?
Please keep that to yourself. I know you're not from around here, but things are very difficult for us right now. There was a terrible fire in Rome last year, and our emperor decided to make us his scapegoats. There were executions. It was horrible.
Votre secret est en sécurité avec moi.
Oh, thank you. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. All right, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh?
Oh no. No. Ulpius, what are you doing? Get back from there.
Oh, il fait juste
If you lose
pisser.
your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Ulpius. Please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please, Ulpius. Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know what to do. I've never had to deal with this sort of thing. Please, you need to talk to him.
Eh bien, je vais lui parler. Bonne chance. Vous vous en chargez, je m'en vais. Vous pouvez. Pensez vraiment que son suicide pourrait.
Thank you. And please, choose your words carefully.
Mais avant ça. Oh non, clairement pas. Ulpius, pouvons-nous parler?
Let me guess. You're going to lecture me on how suicide is a crime against the Empire.
C'est mal, et vous le savez. J'allais vous demander ce qui ne va pas. Non, je pense que vous avez le droit de mourir si vous souffrez atrocement.
I screwed up my life. That's what's wrong. I borrowed money, and when I couldn't pay it back, I wound up in debt bondage. I'll be stuck slaving away for that Culus Cumulatis Malleolus for the rest of my life. I'm out. Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love, I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no!
Well?
I can't believe he went through with it. Oh Lord. That poor lamb.
Est-ce de ma faute? Mon suicide n'a pas enfreint la règle d'or. Qu'est-ce que cela signifie?
That was not your fault. There's no way you could have given him what he wanted, moments after you arrived. Well, I suppose it means suicide isn't a sin under the Golden Rule. So I guess that means whichever god is responsible for it. It isn't mine.
Oh.
I'll have to let everyone know what happened. And I guess Malleolus will have to clean up the mess in his villa. It's of his own making, after all. And I'd best pray for poor Ulpius.
Ok, on va aller faire une petite pause pipi. On revient dans quelques instants.
Élite, à 2, c'est fou. À 4, ça défonce tout. Même à 5 mètres de distance. NES Satellite et Super Spike V-Ball, du nouveau de Nintendo. Le vrai jeu de puissance.
La vitesse de F0. L'horreur de Castlevania. Les mouvements de Tony Hawk 2, maintenant sur Game Boy Advance. Classieux pour tous, à tout compris.
Regarde! Quoi? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Attends. Ferme les yeux. Essaye ça. Mets là sur ta langue. Laisse-le fondre. Oh, les bulles fondent. Essaye du caramel. J'aime ça, le caramel, aéro. Avec du caramel! C'est bon!
La nouvelle Aéro avec du caramel. Laissez fondre les bulles et découvrez du caramel onctueux.
Aéro! Avec du caramel!
Ils sont vraiment dans leur bulle.
Oh, vraiment dans la bulle. Ok. Voilà. Ok. Sauvegarde et... Oui!
Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Yes. Thank you. I'm delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. And now...
On n'avait pas accès à cette porte-là. Merde. Déjà barré.
And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. Did you just leap into my villa from the balcony? That was either extremely reckless or impressively clever. Well, why have you risked life and limb to see me?
Je veux que vous vous retirez de l'élection. Ben ouais.
Are you insane? You barge into my villa uninvited and then make outrageous demands? Why would I withdraw from an election I'm bound to win?
Car dès que vous l'emporterez, vous enfreindrez la règle d'or. Ouais, bluffé par contre.
Don't talk nonsense. There's no such thing as the golden rule.
Vous allez arrêter Sentius par trahison et le condamner à mort par combat de gladiateurs.
How could you possibly know that?
Car je connais l'avenir, ça ne vous regarde pas. Oh, Domitius me l'a dit. Je connais tous vos secrets.
Nonsense! This is nonsense! I don't know how you know about my plans, but I'm absolutely sure Sentius is involved somehow. And now, I'm going to enjoy watching Domitius kill him even more.
Oh.
Now, get out of here! You outstayed your very limited welcome.
Your very limited welcome. Ok, dans celui-là, il y a quoi qu'on peut faire? On va peut-être reloader. Ça nous aurait rien donné, là.
Still here. Get out of my...
Ok, on va reloader en place, ça va être...
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted.
Donc vous êtes qu'une tuile.
My name is Marcus Malleolus Gurgis. You seem to have confused me with someone else.
Vous avez un œil vert et un œil bleu, comme dans la description donnée sur l'ordre d'exécution émis par l'empereur Néron.
You mean my heterochromia? I am guilty of nothing more than having different colored eyes. And I'm hardly the only person with the condition. Alexander the Great had it too, as it happens. I like to think it is simply the way the gods have chosen to mark a natural-born ruler. Nothing more.
Pas de preuves, pas encore, mais j'en trouverai. Apparemment, Quintus souffre également de folie des grandeurs.
Well, I am not suffering from any delusions, as today's election will firmly establish.
Okay.
That's quite all right. We all make mistakes.
Ok, fait que c'est lui que l'assassin recherche. C'est votre histoire.
I'm Malleolus, and if it wasn't for this interruption, I'd be practicing my victory speech for the election later today.
Qu'allez-vous faire si vous gagnez?
I'm glad you asked. I'll finally restore freedom to this city, just as I've been promising. These good people have suffered long enough under Sentius's tyranny.
Comment comptez-vous vous y prendre?
By declaring there's no such thing as the Golden Rule. It's a children's fable exploited by Sentius to frighten us into submission. Wait, don't tell me you've fallen victim to that monstrous lie?
Le d'or est réel. Qu'est-ce que vous... C'est sûr qu'elle n'existe pas.
The person making a claim bears the onus of proving that claim. Can you do that? Can you prove the Golden Rule is real? Nonsense! There's no way you can prove that. If it was real and you'd seen someone break it, then you'd be dead already.
Je revis le même jour encore et encore, et la règle d'or est enfreinte à chaque fois. J'ai trouvé un livre appelé Le mythe de la règle d'or. La personne qui l'a écrit est évidemment morte. Elle refusait de croire la règle d'or. Donc, faudrait-il vous convaincre? Des livres, des notes? Mais si je ne veux pas le prouver, si j'ai raison, alors l'accepter permettra d'éviter le désastre. Si j'ai tort, alors l'accepter transformera la cité en un endroit meilleur. C'est une bonne chose, non?
Surely, you're not one of those people who believes everything you read, as if a lie could be transformed into the truth by the simple act of writing it down? I disagree. I'll be guided by what is best for the city's people, and that means giving them the freedom to do as they wish. You mean that book next to a golden statue in the theater? Tell me, How do you know that statue wasn't put there by Sentius himself? You can't know, can you?
Oh.
What? Oh, I see what's happening here. Another poor, vulnerable soul taken in by Sentius's machinations. He won't get away with this much longer. True, but that is simply because you are mistaken.
Laissez-vous à moi de sortir d'ici.
I'm afraid not. We're stuck down here together, for better or worse. We're all going to have to make the best of it.
Pensez-vous la règle d'or?
You mean the children's fable exploited by Sentius to scare us all into doing what he wants?
Ok,
Don't talk. How?
C'est... Juste me l'a dit. Bluff, je connais tous vos secrets.
Nonsense! This is nonsense! I don't know how you know about my plans, but I'm absolutely sure Sentius is involved somehow. And now, I'm going to enjoy watching Domitius kill him. Now...
Ok, donc ça, ça n'a rien servi.
Thank you. Thank you.
Comment on sort? Comment on sort d'ici?
And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. Under my leadership, you will finally enjoy the freedom you deserve. And yes, no more shall you walk on eggshells. Yes. No more shall you walk on eggshells, fearing simply to live and breathe because the tyrant Sentius told you it was forbidden. Yes. From my first act as a magistrate, I hereby announce a day of, a day of celebration. I hereby announce a day of celebration to mark the end of an era. Yes.
Ok. Ouais, gars, que... Oh, par là? Non? Par là? Oh. Oh, yes!
That's quite an impressive bow you have there. Just like Diana's.
Yeah. Ok. Oh! Oh, si je le prends, par contre, ça va déclencher une note d'Octavia. Lire. Ah merde. Un ami anonyme d'Octavia, que le Seigneur vous garde de votre bêtise et vous bénisse. Je regrette de ne pas pouvoir plus prendre le risque de parler de tout ceci avec vous en personne, mais si j'ai raison, alors vous avez... alors vous êtes une croyante comme moi, vous ne pouvez peut-être pas pratiquer ouvertement votre religion ici. Mais sachez que vous n'êtes pas seul. Vous voulez un jour besoin d'un endroit pour prier, un lieu spécial vous attend au fond des grottes derrière le théâtre. Tournez à droite, au premier embranchement, de nouveau Ah! Quel étage? Ok. Alors, ces saletés de chrétiens se cachent pour prier. Ils vont purger les impies. Ave.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
Sentius. Il est où, Sentius?
Keep an eye out for Scintilla, would you?
I hope you have a good reason for flouting my weapons ban.
Pixelrida
We're finally alone.
a dit
I assume you
Mystic
already
Maya.
know who I am.
Mystic Maya.
May I know
Mystic
your...
Maya, bordel! Où est-ce qu'elle est, Mystic Maya? Je me fais zipper, nous sommes dedans.
We have? Wait, if I understand correctly, someone is about to break the Golden Rule, forcing me to create a portal in time to bring you here? I must have entrusted you with figuring out who the culprit is. Only, I assume we failed, and you had to start over. Is that about right? If so, what happened?
Je n'ai pas réussi à empêcher qu'elle soit enfreinte.
Ah, I see. Look, it's unfortunate, but all that matters now is that you make use of what you've learned and gathered and do better next time. Now, I assume you've sought me out again for a reason.
On parlait de la personne qui va enfreindre la règle d'or. J'aurais voulu vous poser quelques questions de mon enquête.
Of course. What is it?
J'ai déjà réussi à empêcher quelqu'un de la briser. Et maintenant?
Well, if you stopped one person from breaking it and you're still here, then there must be someone else about to break it still. Allow me to explain. When I discovered the ritual to Proserpina, the instructions came with a warning about paradoxes. The crux of it is this. If you do anything to change the course of history in such a way that your very being here is impossible, you will have created a paradox. To illustrate, when the Golden Rule is broken, I will open the doorway that will bring you here to prevent it from being broken. If you manage to succeed in saving our lives, then I will have no reason to open the doorway, and you will never have come here. A paradox, you see? The same thing would happen if you, say, inadvertently, allowed me to die. If I can't summon you, then you can't be here, obviously. If either of those things were to happen, I am given to understand you would be flung back to your original time, having changed the course of history for us, and yourself. So the fact that you are still here means someone is going to break the Golden Rule, and there is yet work to do. Understand?
Je crois, oui.
Excellent. So, it looks like you'll have to continue your investigation. Now, was there anything else you wanted to ask? Ask then.
Okay.
Good. Of course. Yes.
Dimitri. Galerius, spécial Melestus.
Why do you say that?
C'est la prochaine élection, il compte vous faire emprisonner pour cause de trahison et vous condamner à mort.
What? That's... I'm speechless. How do you know? Of course, this isn't your first loop, is it? Well then, you must stop him from winning the election. I expect you'll need some kind of leverage on him, but I can't be seen to be involved in this, of course, so you'll be on your own. You'd better not waste any time, and Meswada, goddess of persuasion, go with you. You mean to say you've tried every non-lethal measure you can? Well then, perhaps you'd better keep trying. Good, thank you.
Ok. Donc là, on sait que l'assassin qui s'est pris la chapelle sur la tête venait pour tuer Moleus. Avis de... Sac de bois. Avis de crime. Sur ordre de l'empereur, tous les loyaux de Rome...
For the last time, Dacius, I'm not making you a bow. But why? You know why. But how am I going to defend myself against someone else with a weapon? There are no other weapons in the city.
Pas d'autres armes dans la ville sauf la mienne. Ouh. Okay. Okay.
Salve, Dooley. How are you doing today?
I'm sad. Am I going to die in here?
I don't think so, my friend. It's election day today.
Money. Il y a ce maudit chemin-là bloqué par la statue qui me gosse, là. Ok, c'est des fleurs qui sont sur le mon petit peu. Je me demandais tout à l'heure. Ouais, ok. On va voir qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire d'autre, là. Une solution permanente. Découvrez comment empêcher Ulpius de se suicider. Ah, ce serait cool, là. Et qu'il se suicide pas. Demandez à Ulpius ce que son suicide fera ressentir à Sentila. Ah. Prochain loup, faudra essayer ça. On avait tout jeté là, donc. Ok. Qu'est-ce que c'est d'autre qu'on a? Trouver un moyen de mettre un terme aux harcèlements de Virgile. Découvrez qui menace Virgile. Enquêtez sur Domitius, Horatius et Rufus.
What now?
C'est vous qui menacez
Do I
Virgile.
seem like anonymous threats are my style? You don't know Sturkus.
Okay.
Whatever.
are they?
On your best behavior, I trust? What is it, citizen?
Est-ce vous qui me laissez vierge?
What? Absolutely not. I know someone's been threatening him, and I'm not happy about it. But I can assure you, it isn't me.
Très bien.
I'm a legionary of the 1st Italica, but there's not a lot of fighting down here. So the magistrate has assigned me other duties. I act as the magistrate's right-hand man, keeping an eye on his daughters. Daughter, I should say. And the others, and making sure they're all behaving. I also keep a register of new arrivals.
Comment avez-vous atterri?
I'm from Liguria, up north originally. I was doing all right for myself. 12 years into my service. Had a nice girl lined up for when it was all over. Not anymore. She's probably figured I'm long gone and moved on by now. I try not to think about it. My commander sent me to deliver a message to Rome. While I was there, I thought I'd do something nice for my girl, and pick up a little pendant from a silversmith. That's when the crowd started flooding through the streets, shouting fire. People were screaming, trampling each other. Then some Genetricum Fugitor tried to take advantage of the chaos and pinch my pendant. I remember chasing him through the crowds, down towards the river. And then, nothing. Blacked out and woke up near here. No idea how I ended up floating so far downriver. But I'm fortunate to be alive, I suppose.
C'est la mesdemoiselle de l'autre.
Ah, don't be. As Seneca the Younger said, difficulty strengthens the mind, as labor does the body. That said, Centilla's disappearance has been more difficult than I'd care to admit.
Que pensez-vous me dire sur le magistrat?
He's one of the better commanders I've ever had, that's for sure. Good stoic. Lives by Seneca's words. Treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you. Can't ask for much more than that.
Laissez-vous un moyen de sortir d'ici?
I went around asking the same questions when I first arrived. Never did find a way out. But I learned how to accept my situation. To bear trials with a calm mind robs misfortune of its strength and burden. That's from Seneca the Younger, if you're interested.
My God, il est intense le feu. Puis-je vous consulter les règles, le registre des citoyens?
I don't see why not. Just make sure I get it back by tomorrow.
Hey! Ok, sans doute nous servir plus tard, mais... Merci.
Of course.
Que vous me dire sur la règle
Well,
d'or?
as I always say, it's kind of like a divine version of the practice of decimation in the Legion. By threatening to execute 1 in 10 men, the idea is to ensure order and discipline among everyone. And it works. If you knew you could be executed because your brother-in-arms is planning a mutiny, well, you'd bloody well watch him like hundred-eyed Argus, wouldn't you? Because your only chance of saving yourself is to stop bad things before they happen. Makes us all responsible for keeping each other in check. It's brutal, of course, but effective. The Legion wouldn't be the most formidable force in the world without it.
Dites-vous y être favorable? D'où bien cela serait considéré comme...
What's done is done. I was forced to execute my brothers in arms, and those memories will always visit me in my sleep. But life is harsh, and I've come to accept my lot. As with the Golden Rule, I don't have any control over it, so railing against it would be like trying to stop the seasons or the tides. As Seneca the Younger wrote, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future, not to amuse ourselves with either hopes or fears, but to rest satisfied with what we have, which is sufficient. For he that is so wants nothing.
Je viens,
A war crime? Isn't that a contradiction in terms? As Cicero said, in times of war the law falls silent.
Nos mondes sont très différents.
Seems that way. War crimes. Ridiculous. If you like. Not that it's any of your business, but my loyalty is and always will be with Sentius. Unfortunately, I don't think my vote is going to make any difference today.
Oh.
See, Domitius has been going around town, shoring up votes for Malleolus with lies, bribery, and intimidation. The man's a savage, but he's a gladiator, so people fear and respect him more than they should. Sentius knows about it, of course, but he doesn't have the same rat cunning as Malleolus. This place will be different with that sleaze at the helm. But I try not to worry about things I can't change.
Puis-je vous aider?
I appreciate the thought, but you're new here, and I just can't see how you could make an impact in the time between now and the election this afternoon. In any case, if you're interested in the election, go and have a chat with Equitia, the Vestal Priestess. She'll be overseeing proceedings. All right?
Ok, c'est pas lui, a priori. Oh boy. Ouais. Là.
Citizen.
Citizen.
Ah, a fellow traveler from a faraway land.
Salve.
A fellow traveler from far away.
I have nothing to say to you, kaput madam.
Là, ça... Oh. Je disais, hey, c'est différent de la manière qu'on souvenir est pas semblable à celui qui est arrivé d'ici.
Pixelrida a dit Capumirda toi-même.
Oups. Oh my god. Je suis rendu. Ok. Oh. Théophilus s'est livré à une orgie avec 4 femmes ici et il les a toutes déçues. Ah bah ouais.
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold braying.
Livia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
This again. You're in a world of your own, aren't you?
Casque de cuirassier romain antique orné d'un masque et d'une plume faite avec du crin de cheval coloré. Une bannière de légionnaire datant de la Legio Italica. Elle doit appartenir à Horatius. Ok. C'est pas Théophilus.
Tantalus, cannot catch the drops of water, and the tree.
Salve again, friend. I went and did as you asked, and it worked.
Yep.
How is it possible that you've just arrived here and you already know everyone and exactly what's about to happen to them?
Parce que je viens du futur, Marty.
You're toying with me, right? Wait, you're not kidding, are you?
Nope.
That's the only way you could have known. You're a bit like... Oh, what was his name? Sisyphus. Yeah, that's the one. Old King Sisyphus.
Ah, Sisyphus, le gars qui monte ses escaliers. Ouais.
Sisyphus was a Greek king a long time ago. For daring to think he could outsmart the gods, he was given a terrible punishment. He was forced to push a great boulder up to the top of a hill. Only, just as it reached the top, it would roll all the way back down to the bottom, forcing him to start over and over and over again, for all eternity. Just like you. Actually, now that I think about it, there are a bunch of old stories about the gods punishing people by making them do the same futile task over and over. Tantalus was made to grasp at fruit on a tree he could never quite reach. The Pleiades had to keep fetching water in a sieve. Oh, and Ixion was strapped to a wheel going round and round forever. But on the bright side, at least you're not stuck in the underworld like they all were. Anyway, I don't know which god you managed to upset to get yourself into this position, friend, but you seem all right to me. So, I'll tell you what. I'll keep doing whatever I can to help you. And you just focus on finding a way to break the cycle you're in.
Merci, Héroïs.
Oh, that's kind of you to say. Now, I'm going to keep your secret. Although, it's not as if I'll remember this next time we talk anyway, right?
Yep.
Oh, and if our conversations ever start to annoy you, just tell me you're busy. I know when I'm not wanted. May fortune smile on you, friend.
Ah! Ouais. Je te le dis,
Greetings and salutations.
c'est vrai que je peux supprimer mes discussions parce que je vais répéter la même affaire tout le temps. Ok, là, je faut que j'aille chercher.
Citizen, I have nothing to say.
Mais. Connard! Ok. Ouais, je pense que là, la quest est comme brisée à cause que j'ai. Il veut plus me parler. Là.
Salve!
Bon, en théorie, ça serait ça. Parce que là, pour. Oui.
Sometimes I stare at
Qui,
the great temple. Ah, a new face. Salve, and welcome to a little community. My name's impossible to pronounce. I hear. Well, Malleolus is talking about loosening some of the restrictions in this place. And while it's all a bit vague, at least he has a vision. My vote isn't for sale, if that's what you're asking.
Ok,
Well, but I like that. We're going to get on well.
Ici, règle d'or. Ouais.
Nice to talk to you.
Ouais, fait que là, la quest ça continue pas. Ok, on va changer d'autre chose. Donc celle-là, boîte de Pandore. Découvrir pourquoi Livia se comporte bizarrement. Je dirais que l'adresse pourrait t'aider.
Oh, it's you. Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. But thanks for trying to help me, I suppose. Was there something you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest.
Puis-je vous demander ce qui vous est arrivé?
As much as I'm grateful that you tried to help me, it's just not safe for me to talk about it. Please, no more questions.
Je veux savoir comment quelqu'un a pu vous empoisonner sans enfreindre la règle d'or.
The golden rule. That's the least of my worries. The gods may be cruel, but Malleolus and Claudia are far crueler.
Ce sont eux qui vous ont empoisonné?
Please, just leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
Je ne vous aiderai pas, à moins que vous ne disiez ce qui s'est passé.
Persistent as Nemesis, aren't you? I can tell you, but it's a long saga.
Let's go.
All right. I'd been here about a week, when it dawned on me I'd be trapped here for the rest of my life. I could hardly breathe, and I knew I had to get out somehow. So when my new friend Aurelia offered me a secret way out, I would have done anything. And then I learned her asking price. 1,000 denarii. She was supposed to be my friend. I told her it would take me years to save up that much. So she suggested I take out a loan from Malleolus. And I did.
Oh. Pourquoi vous prêtez une telle somme? Vous pensez que vous partez d'ici avant même d'avoir à rembourser le prêt?
I had to sign an agreement saying I'd work off the debt over 30 years. But I figured I'd be out of here so soon it wouldn't matter. I paid Aurelia, and she gave me her so-called way out. Do you want to know what it was?
Oh!
Hemlock.
Oh no!
Drink this, she said, and you'll be out of here in no time. Of course, I demanded my money back, but she refused. She pointed to a sign on her tavern saying, "Let the buyer beware." Then she just looked at me with those cruel black eyes and she laughed. She immediately told Malleolus I'd tried to escape without paying him back. Only, he didn't seem upset or surprised at all. In fact, he just thanked her. And that's when I realized the two of them had planned the whole thing from the beginning.
Il aurait sûrement enfreint la règle d'or. Vous avez essayé de vous sortir de cette situation?
That's what I said to the magistrate. I went to Sentius and begged for help, but he said the law was clear. I'd signed over my labor for 30 years and there was nothing he could do. I thought about resisting too. But Malleolus said if I didn't submit, I'd break the golden rule. And I couldn't be responsible for all those deaths, so he locked me in his villa. Confiscated everything I owned as collateral, and made me wear immodest, humiliating outfits while I worked day in, day out. His wife Claudia was just as bad. She set me to work on an endless stream of futile, demeaning tasks. I'd be on my hands and knees, scrubbing the floor clean for hours, only for her to pour slop on it and hiss, "You missed a spot."
Just like
Those two
Apollo
took
and
everything
Diana.
from me. But they forgot to confiscate one thing. My hemlock.
Alors vous vous êtes empoisonné?
I just wanted it to be over. But it seems I messed that up too. Should have drunk all of it.
Je me désole de l'entendre, vous n'êtes pas totalement innocente dans cette histoire.
I brought it on myself. I trusted one of the most callous human beings I've ever met, and tried to swindle the other. I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
Que va-t-il vous arriver maintenant?
When I've recovered, I expect their thug Domitius will come for me. He'll escort me back to their villa, and I'll be right back where I started. Only this time, I won't be able to lull myself to sleep at night with the thought of a permanent solution. Honestly, it would have been better if the poison had been allowed to run its course.
Pardon, que puis-je faire pour vous aider?
I doubt it. It seems this is the fate the gods have chosen for me, for trying to escape. At least until someone breaks the golden rule. Huh. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
Oh! Combien coûterait votre liberté?
A lot. But it doesn't matter. I made a suicide pact with Ulpius last night. He's in exactly the same position as I am.
Malleolus and Aurelius set the same trap for him a month after they did it to me. He and I are in this together. He's probably already thrown himself from the bluff into Malleolus's villa by now. If so, I'd never be able to live with myself, knowing I broke my promise to him.
Je pourrais peut-être l'aider.
I doubt you could make it up to the bluff in time. I don't know who you are, or why you seem so determined to help me, but... Thank you.
On peut sauver les deux en fait. On occupe immédiatement.
A golden bow, just like Apollo and Diana.
Demander un plus de... Là, c'est quoi que j'allais checker donc? Ah oui. Aller voir la madame. Il a vendu la ciguë parce que c'est quand même vraiment maudit. Hein.
You, Sisyphus.
Well,
attack
isn't that
or
a
pursue
big
the
long...
stone
Oh, you're
that
here.
always
I'm so glad. And I hope I'm not being too forward, but the moment I laid eyes on you...
Ah ouais. Connaissez votre soupe, je sais que vous êtes une horrible personne.
Oh, I see. You prefer the company of men. Maybe you should go and make friends with Virgil instead. I take back what I said. Suddenly, I don't find you so intriguing anymore. Let's just forget that ever happened.
Y a aucun moyen de l'avoir, peu importe ce qu'on lui dit.
So, what brings you to my tavern?
Vous avez entendu les ragots intéressants.
All right. You know...
C'est mignon, mais sérieusement, comment connaissez-vous une issue?
Straight to business, huh? I can work with that. As a matter of fact, I do know a way out. I'm happy to tell you all about it, but this is valuable information we're talking about, and I don't just give it out like some cheap oracle.
Ouais, ça l'a fait. N'est-ce pas, car il s'agit d'une arnaque.
Ha! It's hardly my fault if people misunderstand the terms of a deal. I mean, it does say, let the buyer beware, right outside my tavern.
My God, quel cross.
All right. See ya.
Ok. Ouais.
Citizen. I have nothing to say to you.
Mais merde!
Wonder how much one of these statues is worth on the house. Hello?
Je l'ai pris dans le sanctuaire de Diane et j'ai découvert que vous avez voulu m'y enfermer.
Are you well, stranger? Have you been out in the sun too long? You seem a little confused. Perhaps you should go and see Lucretia in a clinic. Very well.
Okay.
You, Sisyphus, attack or pursue the stone that always returns.
Ouais. Ok. Ouais, là il devient un peu tard in game. Fait que là faudrait que... je vole un truc, idéalement. J'ai peut-être d'autres NPC que je suis pas allé voir.
May Apollo keep you safe.
Salve and welcome. Need something? All right.
Citizen.
Elle est où la fille de Sentius? Ah, elle est là.
Ugh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. What do you want?
Laissez-vous un moyen de sortir d'ici.
Ugh, what is it with you people? You heard the rumor that my little sister escaped and figure I must know a way out too. Is that it? Well, that's just a stupid rumor. We have no idea what happened to Scintilla. I wish you mouth breathers would just leave me alone.
Puis-je vous aider?
I don't know. Can you? Can you tell me how a person could have disappeared from a city with no exits and no crime? Was she snatched away by the harpies?
Quand l'avez-vous vu pour la dernière fois?
It was 3 weeks ago. We ate our evening meal together, and I remember she seemed happy. In love. We went into our rooms, I went to sleep, and when I woke up, she was gone. That's it.
Racontait-elle quelqu'un?
I think so, yes. But she was very careful about keeping his identity a secret, even from me.
Raison à cela?
Because our father had plans to marry her off, eventually, and even a rumor about her attachment to some mystery man might have ruined those plans.
Votre père n'a pas évoqué cela lors de notre conversation. Vous savez pourquoi?
That doesn't surprise me. To him, it was like a prize cow wandering off from its paddock. He's upset, of course, but he says he's too busy with the election to help look for her, so he's letting Horatius do the heavy lifting. Some good that's done.
Est-il possible que son amant soit impliqué?
I don't know, but it's been 3 weeks since she disappeared, and he hasn't come forward. That might speak to a guilty conscience. All I know is, whoever he is, he's still here in the city.
Sentius, Sentia, Sentilla, pourquoi vos noms ressemblent-elles à ce point? Vous êtes énormément détendu malgré la disparition de votre sœur.
You really aren't from here, are you? All Roman women are named after their fathers. I think it's their way of branding us, like cattle to be sold at market.
Ah.
His family name is Sentius, so I'm Sentia because I'm the eldest, and my little sister is formerly Sentia Minor, but she is affectionately known as Scintilla.
Vous semblez énormément détendu malgré la disparition de votre
I
sœur.
hope you're not insinuating I'm somehow pleased with her disappearance.
Ce n'était qu'une observation.
If you must know, I'm here because my father has forbidden me from leaving the villa. I couldn't bear to lose you too, he says, as if he loves me, and not because he needs at least one daughter he can trade off. So you'll help me find her?
Ah bien, je m'en charge.
Oh, thank you. You should probably take a look through her room. It's the one just by the front door.
Écoute,
Maybe you'll find something
je
the
suis le
rest of us
seul
missed.
qui ait quoi que ce soit dans cette ville-là. Je m'en occupe
Thank
immédiatement.
you.
Miroir en laiton. On a poli le laiton pour en faire un miroir rudimentaire. Ça montre à ce mec qui... Ah, ouais, ça doit être là. Fiole, une petite fiole contenant un parfum rudimentaire fabriqué à partir de fleurs d'huile. pot de maquillage d'un coup en laiton contenant une sorte de poudre destinée au maquillage. Oh. Scintilla, pourriez-vous retrouver la clémence de me pardonner? Je suis désolé de devoir vous abandonner ainsi, mais j'ai trouvé un moyen de m'échapper et j'ai décidé d'en profiter. J'espère que vous revoir un jour. Ouais, il y a ça.
What have you discovered?
J'ai trouvé une lettre dans la chambre qui mentionne son projet d'évasion. La lettre qui était juste à côté de vous.
What? Really? I swear, I searched her room top to bottom and never saw that. I wonder how I could have missed it.
Elle était sur l'oreiller.
Well done, I suppose. But it's odd. It was only a few months ago that Scintilla's friend Yulia let slip she was planning an escape of her own. And yet, Yulia's still here. You should go and speak with her. Find out if she knows anything. She lives in the villa next door.
Are they?
Julia!
Oh, it's...
Vous savez où sur la disparition de Scintilla?
No. I did hear from Ulpius that she disappeared. It's very sad. She was such a lovely young woman. But I'd been locked in Malleolus's villa for months before she went missing, so I can't help you, I'm afraid.
Très bien.
All right.
May Apollo keep you safe.
Eh, c'est Sisyphus. Verrouillé.
Oui. Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Yes, yes. Thank you. I'm delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. And now.
Oh, est-ce qu'on peut sneaker puis voler la clé de la porte?
I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. And now I make this solemn promise to you.
You?
Under my leadership, you will finally enjoy
Il
the
a.
freedom you deserve. And yes, no more shall you walk on eggshells. Yes. No more shall you walk on eggshells, fearing simply to live and breathe because the. Get out of my villa before I have to.
Oh. Ouais, mais et bon. Oh. Ok. Ah. Ok.
Salve.
Ave. Ben là, pourquoi il me ramène en haut? C'est quoi ici? Peux-tu aller? Regardez là-bas! Rien! Oh, est-ce que la clé peut nous permettre d'ouvrir d'autres places? Mais j'ai déjà fait ça! Oui!
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Magistrate. Yes, yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I'm delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. And now.
Ok, ça fait juste faire un loop là. Absolument rien. Oh! Si je tirais dessus avec l'arc. Oh.
And yes, no more shall you walk on eggshells. Yes. No more shall you walk on eggshells, fearing simply to live and breathe because the tyrant sentence told you it was forbidden. Yes. My first act as magistrate.
Ok, ça fait que ça veut dire que je peux infiltrer la place de ce gars-là avant que son servant se suicide. Ok, c'est bon à savoir.
I hope you have a good reason for flouting my weapons ban.
If you knew, man. If you knew. Ah, d'ailleurs, on va faire un petit loop.
The many shall suffer.
Oh, pas par là. Pas là. Pas par là. Salut mec. Oh boy non. Aïe. Allez. Merci. C'est la porte des étoiles. C'est la porte des étoiles et c'est la porte des étoiles. Ok. Tu vas aller. VGP, je n'ai pas le temps de faire ça. Truc urgent de confier. Julia est mourante, mais Lucina ne peut pas l'aider. Sans ceci, prenez-le. Partez vite. Le romantisme de Rufus le stress, mais si vous lui donnez un peu d'écorce de sauce, ça le calmera.
Julia? Oh no. All right, I can do that.
Ah.
All right, then.
C'est ça, foncez!
I'll go.
Bon, il faut que j'aille sauver l'autre. That fucking guy.
The 49 melodies fetch again with incessant
Ok, mais ça, c'est pas pire dans le fond, parce que dans le fond, ça fait en sorte que ça t'évite de répéter les trucs genre nécessaires que tu as besoin pour faire la séquence d'événements. Quand même très cool. Eh, si.
Salve. Well,
Allô, en vérité, il faut vraiment que je parle à Lupu.
all right. Well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Ok.
Oh no, 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 no. Orpheus, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance.
That's the.
Ok. Pensez vraiment que je au suicide pour briser la règle d'or? Eh bien, je vais lui parler.
Thank you.
Est-ce que Scintilla voudrait?
You know about that?
Yes.
How is that possible?
Parce que je viens du futur, Marty! Il ne faut pas que tu te suicides, sinon tu pourras créer un paradoxe temporel! Vous ne me croirez jamais si je vous le dis.
Well, if you say so. You don't understand. I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want it all to be over.
Je peux peut-être vous aider à régler votre problème.
It's too late for that. Yulia and I made a pact. And she's already swallowed hemlock this morning. If I backed out now, I'd be betraying her. I can't do that.
Non. Lucretia a obtenu du sulfure maintenant et pour lui sauver la vie. Elle va s'en tirer.
Oh, really? That changes things a little. But we're still in debt bondage to that monster. Unless you happen to have 2,000 denarii to pay off both of our debts.
Un instant, pourquoi avez-vous besoin de 2000 deniers? Eh bien non, mais je devrais pouvoir rassembler l'argent si vous le laissez un peu de temps.
Yulia and I are in debt bondage to Malleolus. We might as well be slaves. And that's how much it will take to buy our freedom back. Oh, so it's my fault. Is that it?
No.
You know what? Forget it. I am out. Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Orpheus, no!
Oh no. Well.
I can't believe he went. That was not your fault. I'll have to let everyone and I.
Ok. Bon, écoutez, je vais le suivre. Oh!
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and honored to have been
Hein? Si tu restais en or, non. Bon. On va aller chercher. Un cheeky little circus. On va chercher un peu de fric. Non, pas là. Où donc? Par là. Derrière le théâtre. Pas là aussi, non? Okay. Perspective de l'archéologie, la collectivité s'ouvrira pour les péchés de l'individu. Bien. Oh, par contre, on peut faire la quest pour menace Virgile. Oh my god. No.
Hey, Virgil, how much would you want to make me a bow?
For the last time, Dacius, I'm not making you a bow.
But why?
You know why.
But how am I going to defend myself against someone else with a weapon?
There are no other weapons in the city. We all went along with the magistrate's weapons ban, so it wouldn't be an issue.
That's why
Welcome.
I get in first before someone else beats me to it.
Okay.
So, what? You mean my life story? Oh, well, I grew up as part of a big family in Rome. Me and 3 older sisters. Our father found good husbands for my sisters, but I wasn't, cut out for that kind of life. So he found me a job as a scribe for a prominent merchant. It was a good life for a while, until 7 months ago when the fires came. My colleagues and I worked desperately to try to protect our warehouse. We must have had 100 workers passing buckets of water, chanting prayers to Vulcan, but they fell on deaf ears. The fire was relentless and it claimed everything and everyone. Well, almost everyone. My employer told me to grab what valuables I could and flee for the Tiber with the crowds. I remember diving into the river and then... the next thing I knew, I was waking up on the riverbank not far from here. Thank you. But to be honest, sometimes I think dying in that fire might have been a blessing.
Hello.
Given what's happened since. All right.
Dans le fond, eux autres, c'est toutes des victimes de de l'incendie de Rome.
Be careful who you trust.
On va aller faire une petite pause pipi, je reviens dans quelques instants.
Le plus grand nombre de jeux vidéo à succès, Rock'n'Zari, Duck Hunt, ainsi que Baseball et Excite-Bike. Des jeux auxquels vous ne pouvez jouer qu'avec le Nintendo Entertainment System, le vrai jeu de puissance.
Comment j'aime mon pogo? Encore et encore. Ketchup, moutarde. Dedans, j'aime mon pogo. Dehors, régulier, au mini. Tu sais que je t'adore. Comment j'aime mon pogo? Encore et encore.
N'importe comment, n'importe où, n'importe quand. Pogo. Si c'est pas écrit sur le bâton, c'est pas un vrai pogo.
Agrippez-vous bien, car il y a un jeu maintenant offert en français qui va vous permettre de livrer la plus grande bataille du bien contre le mal. Très peu y sont préparés. Et très peu survivront. À partir de maintenant, la puissance est entre vos mains. Ce jeu est déjà une légende. La légende de Zelda, un lien avec le passé, exclusif au Super Nintendo, un jeu de super puissance.
On disait que ce n'était pas humainement.
Ok, reprenons. Là, si on a sauvé la fille de... On a sauvé Ulia. On n'a pas sauvé Ulia.
A golden bow, just like Apollo and Diana's.
Ah, voilà.
Ah, and you've...
Non, on va tous se mettre sur la quête de apparition, une solution permanente. Découvrir comment... Non. On va trouver le meurtre. Ok.
Citizen, name's Rufius. Better watch your step.
C'est vous qui me laissez vierge.
No idea what you're talking about? No idea what you're talking. Yeah? Prove it.
Boy.
See you around.
Ok.
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold graying.
Populus s'est livré à une orgie.
Would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
Oh.
They follow their traits, imitating their previous lives.
On dirait que Domitius avait son bouclier avec lui lorsqu'il est arrivé dans la cité. Ça, c'est la chambre de Domitius? Une bannière, une végétaline. Ça, c'est la chambre d'Horatius. Ici. Sculpture de pierre, une breloque de la forme phallique. Les Romains les lui attribuaient des propriétés divines et protectrices. Que donc? T'as vu mon mandat? C'est votre devoir, avertissement, pêcheur. Note de Carache. J'ai parlé de mes rêves à Lucretia. Elle m'a dit que les écrits pourraient l'aider à comprendre mieux leur signification. Cela s'est de nouveau produit cette nuit. L'homme près de la rivière était là comme toujours, son visage plongé dans l'ombre de cette étrange coiffe de Bélir. Encore une fois, il s'est présenté sur le nom de Kerti et il m'a dit m'avoir sorti de la rivière. Il semblait avoir un sourire narquois et en me disant que comme mon... Oula, c'est une scène ici. Chérie, c'est pas ce que tu crois.
The 49 melodies fetch again with incessant labor the water they have lost.
C'est vrai que c'était joué.
Ah, you again. No idea what you're talking.
Je sais que c'est vous, j'ai trouvé le début d'une lettre à son intention dans vos quartiers.
Look, I haven't been at my best lately. I know that. It's the rheumatism. It starts with constant pain in all your joints. Then the pain starts to mess with your head. Makes you angry, mean. I know that's not an excuse for how I acted. But it's the truth. But with the willow bark, I'm already starting to feel like myself again. I'll leave him alone from now on. It's not as if I was ever going to hurt him anyway. I was just lashing out. I'm going to go and clean up the graffiti. Just forget this ever happened.
Voilà.
Will you?
D'accord, aucun problème.
Ah, a fellow traveler from a faraway land.
Welcome back.
Ne vous souciez pas des menaces, ce n'est que Rufus. Il vous fera jamais de mal.
What demon or spirit told you about that?
J'ai trouvé une note incomplète dans cette...
You went snooping in his place? That was risky. We're lucky you didn't cross any lines. Have you spoken to him about it?
Oui, il ne vous embêtera pas.
Really? How did you manage that?
J'ai trouvé un remède pour ses rhumatismes qui le rendait agité et s'aggravait d'autres problèmes personnels.
Ah, poor fellow. I've heard that can really mess with a person's head. Well done for figuring that out.
C'est un plaisir de vous aider. Je pense qu'il aimerait aussi vous aider à nettoyer son vêtement.
Really? That's promising. I'll keep an eye out for him. Nice to talk to you.
Là, une autre chose de faite. Découvrir empêcher le fils de se suicider. Découvrir pourquoi Livia se comporte bizarrement. Peut-être la prêtresse. Peuvent l'aider.
A new face, are they?
Je demande aux gens comment ils sont arrivés et j'essaie d'identifier le fil conducteur.
Interesting. I'm not sure why you're telling me, but you've come to the right person. Did you find a pattern then? What have you noticed?
Certaines personnes ont mentionné une pièce, certaines personnes ont mentionné une rivière, certaines personnes ont évoqué des trous de mémoire, certaines personnes ont parlé d'une rencontre avec une personne inconnue sur la rive.
Yes, I also had such an encounter. What else? Yes, I understand many of our friends were carried here by a river current. What else? Yes, I suppose that could be something. But then most of us do tend to carry coins on our person, don't we? It's as I feared. I think I understand what poor Livia has been going through. Let me ask you this. Did you happen to encounter a stranger in the forest before you arrived here?
Oui, une jeune femme.
And did you happen to catch her name?
Karen.
I see. And was this Karen, by any chance, wearing a hood?
Elle portait une capuche. Comment auriez-vous pu savoir?
Because I've seen her before.
Oh.
There's something I think you should see. I think you'd better follow me to the baths.
Eh bien, je vous trouverai au bain.
But don't follow too closely. We can't have people thinking we're bathing together.
Oh. Appuyez sur 1 pour suivre votre guide. D'accord. Alors, je suis le guide de reculons. On avance! À reculons! Rien à signaler, rien à signaler.
A dit. You les fuckers.
Et yo, fuckers, toi-même? Comment vas-tu? Mneu. My god, que ça brûle intense, ces affaires-là. Eh bien, alors on est à la vue de personne ici, dans cette grande salle. Hop, hop.
All right, you're here. You were asking how I knew the young woman you met by the river was wearing a hood. Here, look down at the bottom of the baths. It's a little hard to make out in this light. If only we could see.
Ouais.
Oh, what a marvelous lamp. But do you see it? Somebody waking up by a river in a forest
A dit.
to find a hooded
C'est
figure
à
with a
frise
coin.
l'image ou
It's
c'est
just
moi.
as you described
Oh.
it. Only your pronunciation. The name you heard wasn't Karen.
Je pense que c'est
It
toi,
was
hein?
Charon. Charon, the ferryman of the dead. Charon, who, in exchange for the right coin, helps
Oh.
the souls of the newly deceased cross the Styx, the river that separates the land of the living from the land of the dead.
Ok, donc
When I
on est
dragged you out
tous
of the
morts.
river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, but all I found was some loose change. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Sorry if I sound
Être au salaire
cagey,
minimum
it's just
sur le
that
Styx.
I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
There are a bunch of old stories about the gods punishing people by making them do the same futile task over and over. But on the bright side, at least you're not stuck in the underworld like they all were.
I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm so sorry. I take it you know what this means.
Nous sommes en enfer.
I'm afraid so.
A dit.
It's all starting
Ah
to
oui,
make
l'image
sense.
leg.
All these people whose last memory was running from the fires toward
Image lag.
remember their final moments. It also tells us that the Golden Rule is the work of Pluto, the god of the underworld, and why his epithet has always been Father of Riches.
Est-ce que c'est seulement le gameplay ou la caméra ou la webcam aussi?
Questions, so I'll try to answer them if I can.
Alors, nous sommes morts?
That was my first thought too. In the old stories, the underworld was where the souls of the deceased were taken. But it was also possible for the living to reach it without dying, if they were particularly fearless. So I'm afraid I don't know.
We were dead all along! Pourquoi y a-t-il peu de monde aux enfers?
Good question. Let's see. In the stories, Charon would always require a coin as payment for passage across the river.
A dit. JP-Bauman is now live. Streamy the Forgotten City, Majora S Mesk, édition Huile d'olive, QC/FR/1.
We had one in our possession. So, maybe there's something special about the coins each of us had on us. That might explain why we wound up here, but so many others did not.
Pixelrida. A dit. Là c'est good.
Yeah! Vous vouliez me cacher ça?
No. I mean, I had my suspicions, especially after Livia's ramblings, but I would never have figured it out without your help, I promise you.
Je n'ai pas d'autres questions.
Now that we know where we are, we have to figure out what to do about it, if we don't want to be cast into gold for eternity. We don't have much to go on, except the old stories. I remember 4 in particular about heroes in the underworld. Hercules, the demigod and son of Jupiter. Orpheus, a Thracian poet. Sisyphus, a king of Ephyra. And Aeneas, a Trojan hero. Hercules was able to leave the underworld because he cowed its god with his strength. Sisyphus and Orpheus both relied on their wits instead. They persuaded the goddess of the underworld, Proserpina to help them escape. And finally, Aeneas was able to escape with the help of a spirit guide, who led him through a secret gate. So it seems you have two options: to confront the god of the underworld head-on, or find a way to escape with the help of Proserpina or some other guide.
Ne pourrons-nous pas échapper à l'entrée que nous avons empruntée? J'ai remarqué que vous évitez de prononcer le nom de Dieu des enfers, une raison de cela. Pour qui est d'affronter le Dieu des enfers directement? Dites-moi davantage. Pour ce qui est de s'enfuir à l'aide de Perséphone ou d'un guide, dites-moi davantage.
All Romans try to avoid saying it, and the reason is quite simple. He might hear us.
Oh.
You may refer to him as Pluto, if you wish, but you'll only be calling attention to yourself. Do so at your own peril.
Ne pouvons-nous pas échapper à l'enfer, non?
It's a reasonable question, but the problem is, this place is fairly well designed to keep us here. There's no way to climb up the shaft. And even if you could build a ladder big enough, just trying it would break the golden rule. We know that, thanks to the writings left behind by those who've tried. Shh! Is everyone so blunt where you're from? Oh. That option would be the boldest, but also the only way to learn the truth about the golden rule, and maybe even put an end to it. As I said, Hercules managed to overpower the god of the underworld, but he was a demigod. Forgive my candor, but you are no Hercules.
Ben, je pas peur, ça. Hercule ne pouvait pas manipuler le temps ou transformer la matière organique en or.
Are you telling me that you can? I won't pretend to understand exactly what that means, but if that's true, then perhaps you stand a chance. So, if you want to confront him, I'll help you as much as I can. Who knows? Perhaps your name will be uttered in the same sentence as Hercules one day. But first, you'd need an audience with you-know-who, and for that, you'll need to enter the great temple overlooking the city. The problem is, the door has been sealed shut for as long as I've lived here, and there doesn't even seem to be a keyhole. I suspect the answer lies in the desecrated obelisk in front of it. I'm not sure if you noticed, but there are 4 plaques missing from its base.
Oh.
It looks as though somebody, or a series of somebodies, forcibly removed them, and in doing so, dishonored and angered our divine keeper. If you could recover and replace all 4 of those missing plaques, I imagine he might be willing to receive an audience again.
Aha. On veut dire sur l'obélisque.
It's the towering stone monument with 4 sides and a pyramid-shaped head that stands before the great temple, a dedication to the god of this place. You'll find them all over Rome, but of course they were looted from Egypt many years ago. It seems one of them made its way here too, although how is a mystery. However, this one is unusual in that each of the 4 sides is decorated in a different style: Roman, Greek, Egyptian, and another I don't recognize. That means you'll need to recover 4 different plaques: Roman, Greek, Egyptian, and a 4th, a mystery plaque.
Plaque de Rawdon, I guess. Où pourrais-je trouver la plaque romaine?
Good question. To answer that, we first need to ask who would have defaced the obelisk in the first place. It would have had the god's name engraved into it, so it may be that whoever desecrated it wanted that name to be forgotten. And there's only one group of people I know of who might want to do that. There's a cult in Rome that often argued there is only one true god. Theirs, of course. They've been known to start fires, as well as deface religious monuments whose existence challenged their beliefs. If I were you, I'd go looking for them. Of course, they've all been in hiding since the fire last year, so finding them won't be easy. But I did hear a rumor they have a secret shrine somewhere in the city. Perhaps, if you could find that, you might be able to recover the Roman plaque.
La plaque grecque.
I don't know. But perhaps you should begin your search with the local Greek fellow, Georgius. His store is in the forum.
Où pourrais-je trouver la plaque égyptienne?
Perhaps Kabash, our Egyptian resident, would be able to tell us. Unfortunately, he disappeared weeks ago. But I did hear Aurelia is peddling rumors about him at the tavern, so perhaps you could talk to her, or just take a look in his room.
Pourrais-je trouver la mystérieuse plaque?
I'm afraid you're on your own with that one, but perhaps finding the other three will illuminate the way. As I mentioned, both Orpheus and Sisyphus were said to have persuaded Proserpina to help them escape, and Aeneas was guided to the exit. The problem is, those are the stories of a poet, a self-aggrandizing king, and a brawler about their own heroic deeds, so they should be taken with a grain of salt. First, Proserpina. What we do know about her is, well, it's a grim tale. It's said the god of the underworld abducted and dragged her here against her will, forcing her into marriage.
C'est horrible. Alors, on pourrait accepter elle pourrait accepter de s'opposer à lui pour nous aider.
If the stories are true, then I suppose so. The problem is, how do we communicate with her without being noticed by her captor?
Sa lèvre d'en haut bouge jouir depuis ça me perturbe. Ou même quand tu sors du dentiste et que t'es engourdi, émoticône tirant la langue.
Ouais, disons que c'est... Je vois que ça vient d'un mode de Skyrim, alors.
SV Bellard a dit. Arrobas /base-bas kobold, c'est le beau taxe. SV Bellard a dit. Salut JP.
Salut SVBL. Oui, c'est le botox de la Rome antique. J'entends parfois les statues de ces femmes me parler.
Truly? And you're only bringing this up now? Then again, I suppose you were worried I'd think you were as mad as Navia.
Ben, j'en ai parlé à tout le monde, on me prend tout pour un fou.
Is it the same voice? What kinds of thing does it say?
C'est toujours la même chose, elle m'aide, mais... elle m'aide, mais...
Lucky the Kobold a dit. Botomus romantique.
Ah.
Fascinating. Perhaps she's a benevolent spirit. Or perhaps... Perhaps you're hearing the voice of Proserpina herself. If she has indeed been abducted, it would make sense for her to speak in cryptic whispers to avoid detection. Tell me, has she told you anything that might lead you to the way out?
Peut-être elle a dit partager à contre-courant. Patauger à contre-courant. Elle allait savoir ce que ça veut dire.
That is strange. There are no rivers here. Let me think on that.
Peut-être accéder à la citerne supérieure.
Right, because the current flows into the city through the aqueduct
Lucky the Kobold a dit. Je voulais faire une blague de beau taxe romain, ça finalement ça sonne plus comme baptême romantique.
But if that doesn't work, perhaps you can find another way in. Let me know if you find anything in there.
Les Romains étaient dans ce genre de truc-là aussi. Hein.
All right. I would suggest not discussing this with anyone. The best we can do for them is to let them remain oblivious for as long as possible.
Lucky the Kobold
It seems she's
a
been
dit.
shouldering the weight of this terrible secret all this
Tout
time.
est dans tout.
Perhaps it would comfort her to know she's not alone.
Ok, je vais d'abord discuter avec Livia. Je vais commencer par la plaque. Grec.
Lucky the Kobold a dit. Je retourne l'Urk.
Yeah, ben, bon l'Urk. Merci d'être passé.
In any case, time is of the essence, so you'd best begin. May Fortuna guide you. Although you may not need her with Proserpina on your side.
Voilà. Oups.
Are they again? See you again.
Let's go! À la citerne! Oh, il y avait quoi celui-là? Toujours se souvenir que qu'elle nous observe. Les statues, ouais. Piling my arm around at the speed of sound.
Citizen, we're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am.
Ouais. Parfait. GP, nous avons déjà eu cette conversation. Nous avons également eu cette conversation et j'ai peu de temps.
Seems rather brash, but all right. Why have you sought me out?
Je vais voir la clé de la citerne.
I think it's best if I hang on to it.
Ben là, pourquoi?
You mean to ask, why am I unwilling to trust a newly arrived non-citizen with access to our water supply, the lifeblood of this city? I'm sorry, but that is simply out of the question.
Non, tu m'as juste confié de la quest de tout sauver tout le monde, puis tu me trosses pas pour ça.
And I'm beginning to wonder if the culprit we're looking for might, after all this, be you. Perhaps it was a mistake on my part to place so much trust in you.
Ah bien, je vais m'en occuper. Vous pouvez me faire confiance, je vous le promets. Je ne m'approcherai pas de la citerne.
I'm glad to hear that. Now, was there something else?
Et autre histoire, non, ça va, J'aimerais que vous libériez Dolly.
You mean Duilius? Releasing him is out of the question, I'm afraid. That man is a liability we simply cannot afford. Perhaps you're not aware he was caught multiple times, sneaking around in places he should not have been.
Qu'a-t-il fait exactement?
Look, I can see where you're going with this. You think me cruel. I assure you, that is not the case. You may not be aware of this, but it was not so long ago, during the Republic. The law of the 12 Tables would have required that he be killed as soon as he was born, owing to his deformities. Here we see to it that he has food, water, and shelter, and most importantly, he is able to continue living. A privilege that would be taken away from all of us, were he to be released and commit the crime of trespass. The man has no self-discipline, poor comprehension of what is going on around him, and is an incorrigible rule-breaker. I will not jeopardize the lives of my people so that one man can go free. Now, was there something else?
Okay.
Thank you. I'll be waiting here for news.
Bon. Là, on a une bunch de quests à rajouter. Trouver un moyen de faire... non. Découvrir comment accéder à la citerne supérieure. Obtenir la clé de Dolly qui ouvre la citerne supérieure en la faisant libérer. Dolly a dit qu'il offre la clé. Trouver un moyen créatif d'entrer dans la citerne supérieure.
How come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not?
Parce que... ça... Du cache ici. Pas se gêner. La collectivité se devrait...
Ah, you're here. And then...
Ok. Non, je sais que vous êtes une mauvaise personne.
How dare you? Get away from me, you pig. Oh, do us all a favour and drink hemlock, Caput Murder.
Ok.
You, Tantalus, cannot catch the drops of water, and the tree you grasp at eludes you.
Peut-être que la plaque mystérieuse serait une plaque chrétienne, vu qu'il y a comme toutes les religions sur les autres plaques, sauf celle-là. Il y a des chrétiens dans le jeu. Et du coffre de sang. Du sanctuaire d'Apollon. Et donc, peut-on pas se gêner?
You, Tantalus, cannot catch the drops of water, and the tree you grasp at eludes you.
Un disque en pierre où est gravé un poisson qui pourrait avoir une origine religieuse. Est-ce que je suis déjà allé là? Oh. Oh. Oh shit, plus de cash! On a besoin pour payer la rançon, pour la dette des deux esclaves. Ok, qu'est-ce qu'il nous restait à faire d'autre? On va aller voir la fameuse plaque. Maintenant, on a la clé aussi pour ouvrir le temple d'Apollon. Là. Ça, d'ailleurs. Je vais m'enfermer. N'essayez pas de... Ah, je suis un... Ah. Ouais. Okay. Ça, on était allé. C'était toute la quest avec la madame qui fait des expériences. Oh, encore encore plus de cash. On est à combien? Hein? Denier. Oh, 1400. Il faut 2000 pour payer la dette. Ça ouvre toujours pas. C'est ça, le truc avec les plaques. On dirait qu'il y avait de plaques avant ici. Je vais devoir retrouver la retrouver pour déchiffrer la signification de l'obélisque. On descend par là. Ah, en fait, on a pu descendre. Oh, attends un peu. Yep. More money! Bon, ouais. Donc le temple d'Apollon. Et où cette place-là? On s'est passé le théâtre. Une statue grecque représentant certainement la déesse à laquelle ce temple est dédié. Un habitant grec des environs en se rappellera plus. Oh! T'as vu cette place-là? C'est quoi cette place-là?
Ah, a visitor.
Yeah. Oh, vous! Yeah.
Welcome, welcome. May I ask your name?
Je m'appelle JP.
It's a sincere pleasure to meet you. Tell me, what brings you all the way down here?
J'ai trouvé cet endroit par accident. Je suis à la recherche d'une plaque ayant été retirée à l'obélisque.
Ah yes, that cursed thing. I know exactly where it is.
Ah.
I will tell you everything I know, but first, a request. I've been living down here alone for many years, with nobody to talk to but myself. The one thing I long for above all else before I die is a good philosophical argument with somebody astute.
Oh boy.
I'm hoping that person is you. Let us find out with this simple question. Have you deduced the name of the god responsible for the Golden Rule?
Pluton, dieu des enfers.
Excellent. I see you are indeed quite astute. Very few come to that realization before their time in the sun is over. Now, will you join me in a friendly Socratic dialogue?
Ça semble plutôt bien. Plutôt simple.
Wonderful. Then let me begin with a question. Would you say you know the difference between right and wrong?
Je ne suis pas certain, c'est une question complexe. Sur laquelle je réfléchis souvent. Oui.
And to what extent? In every situation?
Pour chaque situation, dans la plupart des situations.
So, you're not entirely confident. That is quite sensible. Indeed, I'm reminded of something Socrates once said. To paraphrase, better to know that you know nothing than to know nothing and think that you know. It is because knowledgeable people have learned enough to know they know very little, in the broader scheme of things. You see, out there in the world, being uncertain about right and wrong was acceptable, because our mistakes rarely had consequences. So we would tell lies and bend rules and turn a blind eye and rationalize, and yet still find a way to think of ourselves as good people. But under the Golden Rule, morality matters. The slightest wrongdoing could result in a mass execution. So to navigate this maze, we would have to be certain about the difference between right and wrong. Wouldn't you agree?
Quelle version du bien et du mal?
That is an excellent question, and it leads directly to my next line of inquiry. So let me ask you this. Is there one system of morality which is always perfectly correct, which you could follow in every situation and always do the right thing?
Non. Il n'y a pas qu'un.
Are you sure? Or is it possible that humans simply haven't figured out the right system yet?
J'imagine que nous n'avons pas encore trouvé le bon système. Je ne pense pas qu'il y ait de moralité correcte. La moralité objective et subjective, donc je pense pas qu'il y ait de moralité correcte.
So is it up to each of us to decide what right and wrong mean to us individually? Or must we simply follow the laws and customs of whichever community we're in?
Ben, c'est un produit de la culture. C'est du moins en partie. Eh bien, j'aimerais modifier ma réponse. Je pense que la décision nous revient. Je pense que nous devons suivre les lois et coutumes de notre communauté. Ah, mais même ceux-là peuvent être wrong aussi. Je pense que la décision nous revient.
So if a man feels that stoning to death his unfaithful wife is right, then is it right?
Non, c'est absurde.
I agree. But why? Didn't you just say right and wrong depends on the individual?
S'il trouve bien de tuer sa femme, c'est qu'il est désorienté ou malade. Très bien, je retire ce que j'ai dit.
And that's a credit to you. It is the mark of a civilized person to change their position when presented with a superior argument.
Où voulez-vous en venir? Eh bien, j'aimerais modifier ma réponse.
Good. Never discourage anyone who continually makes progress, no matter how slow. Would you say you know the difference between right?
Je ne suis pas certain. C'est une question complexe. Hein? Sur laquelle je...
You are an overthinker too. We're the same then. It is probably why I became a philosopher. But if you struggle with right and wrong normally, then down here with the Golden Rule, surely your struggle can only have become more difficult.
Oui, j'imagine.
Well, that's reassuring. And the truth is, you're not alone. You see, out there in the world, being uncertain about right and wrong was acceptable, because our mistakes rarely had...
Donc, pour s'orienter dans ce labyrinthe, il faudrait donc être certain de la différence entre le bien et le mal. Vous ne pensez pas? J'imagine.
So let me ask you this. Is there one system of morality which is always...
Il n'y en a pas qu'un.
How can that be? Since they all have differences, it follows that in some cases they would offer different conclusions about what is right and wrong. If there is a correct moral code, then wouldn't it follow that only one can be the correct one?
J'imagine. La morale dépend des lois et des coutumes de la société dans laquelle vous vivez. Peut-être qu'il n'y a pas de moralité correcte.
Ah, you know, I think you'd find an ally in Herodotus, a scribe from among my people who lived some 400 years ago. He told the story of a man named Darius, whose curiosity was piqued when he learned that a certain tribe had the practice of eating their dead. He asked some Greeks who burnt their dead, "What would it take for you to eat your dead?" Aghast, they replied, "Nothing." Then he asked the tribe who ate their dead, "What would it take for you to burn your dead?" "Nothing," they replied, equally aghast. From this, Herodotus concluded that custom is king, that right and wrong are merely local ideas which do not survive the journey from one tribe to another. I take it you're in agreement?
Oui.
Then let me ask you this.
Uh-oh.
If you visited a tribe where they ate each other, copulated with the dead, and drank wine from cups made out of human skulls, would you still maintain that within such a tribe there is nothing wrong with such conduct?
J'imagine que non. Persisteriez-vous à dire que dans une telle tribu, il n'y a rien de mal avec ce genre de comportement? Ben, de leur point de vue, ils font pas le mal. Mais de leur point de vue à eux seulement. Persisteriez-vous à dire que dans une telle tribu, il n'y a rien de mal avec ce genre de comportement? On va dire pour voir.
Disturbing. And while I do not agree with you, at least you would have the support of Herodotus.
Où voulez-vous en venir?
My point is this. I don't think anyone alive truly knows any hard and fast rules about right and wrong.
En effet, je n'ai pas la certitude. Qu'en est-il de tu ne tueras point? On pourrait tuer un agresseur qui est sur le point de nous tuer, par exemple.
If there is one thing I have observed about rules, it is that virtuous people do not need them, and evil people will always find a way around them. And so we must accept our limitations, and the sad truth that no human society will ever achieve the utopia for which it strives. In mathematics, we would call it an asymptote, a line that can be approached but never reached. Because the only way to create a utopia is with the ever-present threat of force, such as the Golden Rule. This and no other is the root from which a tyrant springs when he first appears as a protector. And life under tyranny is no utopia at all.
Bien sûr, pourquoi pas, je n'en ai pas la certitude, je pense que vous avez tort. Et vivre dans une tyrannie est tout sauf une utopie. D'accord.
I'm glad to hear that. In any case, thank you for humoring an old man. I would be happy to answer your questions.
Quelle est votre histoire?
You mean, how did I end up living alone in this cave with nothing but these relics of the past for company? It's a long story.
Je vous écoute.
I was a quarrelsome young man. At 19, I left Corinth for Rome to study rhetoric at one of her finest academies, so I could argue more forcefully. Back then, I used to enjoy verbally sparring with everyone I could, and I was good. One night, I found myself in a tavern in an argument with a drunk mercenary. It became heated, he drew a gladius, and I won the argument, but lost my life. I woke up on the banks of the Styx at a campfire opposite Karen. Of course, I tried to persuade her to let me return, but even with all my skill, I failed. I settled in, made friends, and learned what I could, quickly realizing our little community faced certain death under the Golden Rule. So I began looking for a place to hide underground. Fortunately, I found this place waiting for me. You see, I was not the first to take refuge here. I returned to my friends above, persuaded them to join me, and 12 of us descended for the last time to live out our days hidden from Hades' tyranny.
Hades? Vous voulez dire Pluto?
They are one and the same. The Romans call him Pluto, but long before that, my people called him Hades.
Pourquoi ne pouvez-vous pas retourner à la surface?
My generation was wiped out, turned to gold, many years ago. My friends and I were able to avoid the same fate by hiding down here. I think it's safest to assume that if I was to return, Hades would realize that his furies hadn't finished the job, and he'd send them after me again.
Ah. Pourquoi ne pouvez-vous pas me dire votre nom?
I fear that if you were to utter my name in the city, even by mistake, that Hades would hear you and know I am still alive.
Où est passé tout le monde?
I'm afraid I am the only one left. There were 12 of us in the beginning, but one by one, my friends passed away. Some from malnutrition, others from madness and despair. It has been lonely. Before my unexpected visit from Kabash some weeks ago, I'd not seen another person in many, many years.
Comment avez-vous survécu ici?
Living in darkness is not without its challenges. The first challenge is diet. Fortunately, I found that eating fresh fish provides most of the nutrients I need. And sometimes, when there are Greek people living up above, I surface at night and salvage the offerings they've left in the temple of Demeter. The greater challenge is the isolation, so I like to imagine arguments, where I argue both sides. But like so many things in life, arguments are better with a partner. As you wish.
Laissez-vous un moyen de sortir d'ici.
If I did, would I be living like this?
Pensez-vous de la règle d'or?
Did we not discuss it at length already? Oh, I see. You're toying with me.
Savez-vous où je pourrais trouver une plaque qui a été retirée de l'obélisque?
You seek the plaque bearing the Egyptian inscription.
C'est bien ça.
It is a cursed object, and I would be happy to give it to you if Kabash had not already taken it.
Bien, dans ce cas, dites-moi où je trouve Kabash.
I will tell you, but you may find him hostile. To prepare for your encounter, there are certain things you must know. Very few know this, but before the Romans came to this city, it was once entirely Greek. The architecture, the temples, and the people. When the Romans came, in typical fashion, they claimed it as their own, built over everything that could be built over, and renamed the things that could not. Thus, the shrine of Persephone became the shrine of Proserpina. And when they found an obelisk bearing the name Hades, they tore it off and replaced it with Pluto instead. And the city's dwindling Greek residents, witnessing this compulsive Roman conquest, decided to preserve what they could of their heritage. They gathered their art and valuables, secreted them away through the temple of Demeter, and hid them here, out of reach of the Romans.
Est-ce que là je vous suis?
However, there was one thing that always seemed out of place to me, and it is the very thing you seek. An even older plaque bearing an Egyptian inscription.
Qu'est-ce qui est écrit?
We had no idea until years later when the first of my friends began to die. As a result of their deaths, we began to dig catacombs branching off from this cavern to lay them to rest. We extended the tunnel so far that we accidentally discovered another, an even older tunnel, which somebody had gone to great lengths to keep hidden. Suddenly it made sense why there was an out-of-place Egyptian plaque among our people's possessions. You see, we proud Greeks had thought the Romans beasts for stealing and corrupting our heritage. But it turns out this game has been going on much longer than any of us imagined. I think it is best you head through the catacombs and follow Kabash's trail.
Oh, qu'y a-t-il là-bas?
There are certain things you must see for yourself.
Damn.
Take this key. You'll need it to open the gate.
Une clé a été ajoutée à votre
I
inventaire.
enjoyed our chat, but please keep my presence here a secret, yes?
C'est d'accord. Ok. On va pour s'en aller ça. Oh.
Ah, you've returned.
Nope. Il doit s'agir d'un des 11 avis du philosophe à qui il a survécu. Cool. Cool. Oh là là. Hey. Oh shit. Pas ce bruit là. Shit. Ah. Yo. Ne la fais pas moi. Oh. Oh boy. Il bouge, ouais. Un connard. Prends ça dans ta gueule. Hop. Il est où, calvaire? Ah! Ah, dégueulasse! Dégueulasse! Tiens, dans ta gueule aussi. Eh boy, c'est stressant quand même. Un Égyptien, il semble qu'il fuyait quelque chose. Un plateau de jeu antique appelé Senet, dont les règles ont été oubliées depuis longtemps. « 50 flèches, on devrait être capable de monnayer avec ça. Ouais. Une statue égyptienne antique, un homme avec une tête de chacal. Serait-ce Anubis? Salut. Oh là là.
Stop. Do not come any closer. Who are you?
Je m'appelle JP. Qui êtes-vous?
I am Kabash. And let me guess. Another Greek or Roman come to loot and plunder the resting place of my ancestors.
Je suis à la recherche d'une plaque égyptienne. Je ressemble aux Grecs et aux Romains, d'après vous?
Trousers, boots. Curious here. No, I suppose you do not. Then what do you want?
À la recherche d'une plaque égyptienne.
To what end?
Je vais la remettre sur l'obélisque.
That is welcome news. You really are not Greek or Roman, are you? I was planning to return it myself, but for now, I must remain. Here, take it, and restore the honor of Osiris.
That's it? Merci.
Now, as for the other plaque.
La quatrième plaque, vous en avez entendu parler?
Indeed, I have it right here. I stumbled across a collection of dusty curiosities while searching for a place to hide from the hungry children of Amit, and there it was.
Je la vois?
You may not. In fact, I am about to destroy it.
Wow. Pourquoi?
Because it speaks a treacherous, blasphemous lie.
Comment ça?
I will tell you, but first, do you know what this place is?
La perspective de l'archéologie le doigt.
Indeed, and I see you know our history. This is the Duat. See what has become of it. I have been down here for weeks, piecing together its story, and here is what I have learned. As Egypt declined and the Greeks had their turn to flourish, their souls came here in great numbers. But instead of adopting our ways, they copied and corrupted them. When they found the obelisk bearing the name Osiris, the true god of the underworld, they desecrated it, removing his name and replacing it with Hades. Even the ferryman of the dead, known to my people long before as Kerti, they renamed to Keron. As if that desecration was not enough, they built over this place, using it as the foundation for their own underworld, so that ours was forgotten. My only solace is that the Greeks then suffered the same fate when the Romans rose to power, renaming Hades to Pluto, and the cycle began anew.
Les Égyptiens l'ont fait eux aussi à ceux qui étaient avant. Alors quel est le problème avec cette plaque?
It is inscribed with a script I do not recognize, but it is ancient, almost as if it is older than the plaque bearing Osiris's name. But if that is so, it would imply the gods of Egypt are mere imitations too, copied and corrupted from an ancient people who prospered even before us, and that my people did to them what the Greeks and Romans did to us.
Voilà.
But this I cannot accept. I sense a deception. Perhaps it is the work of Set, the usurper, seeking to undermine Osiris once more.
Que dit l'inscription? Si vous ne me la donnez, je vais vous la dire pour vous.
You will never know. This work of sacrilege must be destroyed, thrown into the black abyss below in Osiris's name.
Je vous en prie, ne faites pas ça. J'en ai besoin.
You are too late. It is done.
Oh. Vous n'auriez pas dû faire ça. Je vais devoir plonger pour la récupérer.
You would plunge into the depths of the Duat with no way back up. Madness.
Je trouverai un moyen d'en ressortir.
We shall see.
Oh well. That was a good one. Youhou! Ok. Il fait noir. Il y a un connard pas loin. Oh. Un ensemble de barricades est érodé. On dirait que c'est sumérien, ouais, c'est ça. On essayé de se défendre contre quelque chose. Les Égyptiens, ils ont tout volé aux Sumériens. Les Sumériens, non, c'est les premiers. Si on suit le carnage, on va arriver à quelque part. Par là. Une plaque en cuivre oxydé. Inscription sumérienne, on dirait une plaque de pression provenant d'une sorte de piège. Yeah! Perspective de l'archéologie. Un ensemble de poteries sumériennes brisées, tandis que d'autres plaques antiques fabriquaient leur poterie à la main. Les Sumériens furent les premiers à développer le tour de potier qui permit une production de masse. Oh boy.
When I told you that you would not find a way back up, that was not a prediction. That was a promise.
Alors.
You will die here.
Il est inutile que tout ceci se termine dans la violence. Vous ne permettez pas ne vous permettez pas d'entrer.
I disagree. I warned you against coming down here, against perpetuating this sacrilege, but you persisted. You have undermined and dishonored the true god of the underworld. How did you think this would end, if not with bloodshed?
Écoutez-moi au moins.
Very well, I will listen. But if I sense deception, or if you further insult my gods, I will carry out my threat. So tell me, why should I let you live after you salvaged this instrument of blasphemy?
C'est une chose peut être détruite par la vérité, elle mérite d'être détruite par la vérité. Il n'y a aucune honte à s'inspirer du travail de ses prédécesseurs. C'est simplement de remettre les plaques dérobées de l'obélisque profané.
Then you admit it. You wish to destroy the sacred beliefs of my people. I will not allow this.
Oh, God.
Many of my ancestors endured great hardship to live good lives so that we may descend to the Duat in death and be judged accordingly. We prepare to have our hearts weighed on Anubis' scales and to swear ourselves innocent of sin before the 42 assessors of Ma'at. And yet, I arrive here to find the Book of the Dead contained only a seed of truth. And now I ask myself, did our priests steal and embellish the stories of an older people and feed us lies all our lives simply to trick us into obedience?
Probablement, mais ce sont vos prêtres que vous devez blâmer, pas moi. Être une bonne personne n'est-il pas une finalité noble en soi? Oh.
Blasphemer! You have sealed your own fate.
Oui. Attendez, si vous m'attaquez, vous en ferez la règle d'or. Dégainer l'arc doré.
Ha, good. I welcome it. You see, the philosopher told me that each time it breaks, Osiris bellows with rage, and his voice shakes the very foundations of the earth. I can only hope one more tremor will lay waste to this fragile place once and for all, and you along with it.
Oh, God.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
You're fucked. We're all fucked. Nope. So long, fuckers. Ouais, j'en reviens pas de là. Merde! Là, c'est parce que... Ah! Il manquait d'air maintenant. Ah, c'est pas... C'est une niaise! Voilà. Oh God. Oh God, mais oh gods, I guess. Oh fuck. Oh, ça s'ouvre par là. Hi! Un peu moins de la moitié. Bonjour monsieur. Non mais... Oh. Ouais. Il y a un mur invisible. Non! Fallait que je l'aille où? C'est la merde. Oh là là! Oh là 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 là! Aïe! Yep. I'm fucked. Damn! Ça c'est... Ok, ne vous mettez pas devant ma route. Ok, moi... Aucun moyen, c'est pas dans ce sort, j'étais simplement pour remettre les plaques dérobées de l'obélisque profonde.
Why? To what end?
J'espère que ça me permettra d'obtenir une audience avec le dieu des enfers. Rendre honneur au dieu des enfers.
But why? What business could you have with Osiris?
Je devais lui présenter mes hommages. Je vais le confronter et confronter la règle d'or. Je vais exiger qu'il libère tout le monde.
Blasphemous fool! You have sealed your own fate.
Oh boy.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Connerie! Ah merde! Ok, fait que ça c'est... Ok.
What?
Ça, je vais en avoir dans les tac. Super. Afin de honneur au dieu des enfers. Non. Exige de lui libérer tout le monde.
Blasphemous fool!
Oh fuck.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Ok, fait que mettons qu'on... Comment ça qu'il passe pas là? Ah... Penses-tu maintenant si je veux... Oh boy! Yeah! Yeah! Ow! Ah, c'est une niaise. Non, c'est ça. On peut absolument pas passer cette rangée-là de 12. Est-ce qu'il y a un moyen de talk my way out of it? Ok. Black.
What? But...
Ok. Poser la règle d'or. Porter mes hommages.
Doubtful. What do you know about honoring the Lord of Silence?
Bien, j'ai menti, je n'ai pas réfléchi. Pas vraiment, mais que sais-tu vraiment de lui? Je voulais simplement discuter.
Imbecile! You have sealed your own...
Ah!
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Oh god, 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 god! Oh! Oh boy, mes capacités cognitives sont en déclin. Alors que... Laisse ça vite.
That may be true of many things, but this is different. If our gods were copied and corrupted from an older civilization, does that not mean they are false? Does that not mean our prayers to our gods all fell on deaf ears because we were not even addressing them by their true names?
Je suppose, cela n'aura rien changé. Je ne pense pas que les dieux répondent aux prières de qui que ce soit. Les dieux existent. N'est-il pas concevable qu'ils aient plus qu'un seul véritable nom?
Now that I think about it, my people would sometimes call Osiris the god of many names. Perhaps it is so. But the underworld of my people is so different to this one, and so unlike the way it was described by our priests. Many of my ancestors endured great hardship to live good lives so that we may descend to the Duat in death and be judged accordingly. We prepare to have our hearts weighed on Anubis' scales and to swear ourselves innocent of sin before the 42 assessors of Ma'at. And yet, I arrive here to find the Book of the Dead contained only a seed of truth. And now, I ask myself, did our priests steal?
Probablement, mais ce ne sont pas... Être une bonne personne, c'est pas une...
I am not sure I follow. Speak plainly.
Même si vos croyances au sujet de la vie après la mort n'étaient pas tout à fait exactes, L'important des pas qu'elles vous ont motivé à vivre moralement. Si de votre vivant, vous n'étiez bon que dans l'emploi d'une récompense, étiez-vous vraiment? Oh, les deux sont bons.
Now you insult me and all of my you have.
Oh God.
Oh well. The many shall suffer
the well tried.
Of the one.
Bon, est-ce qu'on va être capable de trouver le bon chemin? Hey, ce miaise. Oh, il y a de l'eau qui coule? Non? Really? Oh, 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 oh! Will it be our saving grace? Yes! Ok, Là, non. On avait atterri au fond de ça. C'est bien weird. Mais il n'y a plus d'eau? Là, je suis supposé être capable de remonter en haut de ce shaft-là, mais... Là, je retombe dans un mur d'eau, c'est bien bizarre. Il y a de l'eau dans de l'eau, c'est comme... Hein, what the fuck? C'est bien weird. Ça se peut-tu que cette affaire-là, c'est genre full buggé? T'es juste supposé être capable de talk ta way... de talk your way out of it. Yeah. Je veux dire, je suis sous l'eau, il y a un courant d'eau. C'est bien débile. Là, je peux pas passer parce qu'il y a un mur invisible. T'sais, on dirait que c'est comme pas fait que je serais supposé de venir là. Je me suis fait bourrer. Là, il n'y a pas de mur invisible pour passer. C'est what the hell? Ouais, je me dis la même chose aussi. Ouais. Ok, on réessaye, I guess. Non, t'as s'inspiré de... Oh, cela n'aurait rien changé. Je pense pas que les dieux répondent à... Soit si les dieux existent... Ouais. Probablement, mais ce ne sont pas blâmer, être une bonne personne, n'est-ce pas? Ouais. Je vais essayer celui-là, ça va marcher. Même si vos croyances au sujet de la vie après la mort n'étaient pas tout à fait exactes, l'important n'est-il pas une morale?
Perhaps there is some truth in that. What is your point?
Allez-vous vraiment abandonner toute une vie de vertu au moment où cela compte le plus, simplement parce que vous avez découvert que qu'on vous avait induit en erreur.
You are persuasive. Very well.
Yes.
I will let you live, and you may do what you will with that plaque. I will remain here for a while and attempt to learn what I can about the foundations of my people's beliefs. Go.
Yeah! Fallait que je talk my way out. Bon. Une grande baignoire ayant été convertie en un lit plutôt excentrique.
You carry the gift of Prometheus in your hand. Remarkable.
Yep. En tout cas, bye, on s'en verra plus. Oh. Ok. Ouh. Ok, fait que les bains, c'est par là. On va chercher le temple d'Apollon. On s'est perdu, on a side-tracké comme faux, là. En fait, on va simplement sauvegarder. Parce que je crois que c'est le temps de faire le raid parce qu'il est... Oh my god, 1 heure moins quart. Qu'est-ce qu'on raid? Hmm. On va aller voir. Walls. Ah, du Donkey Kong 64. Donc, eh boy! Ça a été mouvementé, donc beaucoup d'affaires de développement dans la cité oubliée, qu'évidemment, il y a comme plein de cités oubliées empilées l'une par-dessus l'autre, finalement. Mais ouais, on va essayer de, idéalement, terminer la semaine prochaine, ou du moins en grande partie. Donc, en vous souhaitant une bonne fin de semaine, bon début de fin de semaine. Mourrez pas. Ça fait mal.